Right. We are back once more with a very special episode of Lost Legends. We're going to start in our usual manner of introduction. First up, we have Verdazin as.
Iala.
We have Cross Crescent as.
Iala.
We have Taryc as. No, Blackheart as.
Taryc.
This is a good start already for me. We have
Taryc
Sammi
as
as.
Taryc.
No, Taryc is Blackheart. Sorry.
We have Sammi as.
Oh, I am Nim Arrowbane.
We have Tobias as.
Caspian.
I was double checking, make sure audio levels
Caspian?
were working. Sorry.
Cassian.
Oh, you said Caspian, not Cassian.
Nah, you're hearing things.
And you have me, Yuli, as your friendly but very sick DM. Which in this instance, is going to shift the direction of today's session a little bit. As the main thing is, I'm good to run, but I have had very little prep time because I have been even more ill than I am right now. What we're going to do today is a little bit of collaborative world building in this town we now find ourselves in. But first,
World building, yay!
who would like to give me a recap?
I can try.
All right, go for it.
Last time on Lost Legend, the party was assaulted in the night by an archer in the dark. When they seemed to have a vendetta against their leader Torrin Fell, where it had just recently launched an arrow into his shoulder. Through the storm, the party ran through the woods, being directed by Noah to where they believed the old warp, old teleport circle was from where they arrived, in an effort to escape their pursuer. They had they were enclosed in a circle of darkness cast upon them by Nim, which aided in hiding them a good deal, except it seemed that Tornfell himself was being tracked by some
Also, we
means
are getting
greater
echo
than
of you
sight.
for your brother.
What?
We are catching you through third.
I'll mute myself.
Continue on.
Anyway,
I thought it was something on my side. I tried to fix everything.
in true combat fashion, as each combat goes, the party, Cassian was viewing his mortal coil once again as he was struck by many, many arrows, and with some wonderful, precise aiming from Nim to disable their pursuer's very explosive arrow, they managed to distract them long enough to get to the teleportation circle. It is there Tornfell revealed his true identity, that of Ebenzar Maltori, the traitor of his old party and the taker of the person we were meant to meet in the first place, Torin Fell's name. With there, the party was given a choice to go with this man that had deceived them since their arrival, or to go back and try and make amends with the man they had shot, avoided, and exploded. They decide to go with the Dark Wizard, and away they went to a new town where they rested up at the inn and had some small talk, deciding what they should do now that they were under the tutelage of a a fell wizard just seeking to become a lich. And so we are here at the next episode of Lost Legends. Home is where the house is.
Yep. I was waiting for it. All right. Go ahead and take your bonus inspiration. Everybody remember that inspirations are refreshed. And we are going to pick up where we left. It is now light out. Not a bit past morning, as you all had to rest in a bit. And Ebenzer is going to have to get used to this. Ebenzer has taken you out, declaring that you are going to go acquire a new place to live. But as you wander out into town, daylight making you squint a bit, I'm going to ask what the first thing everybody notices is. We're going to start with Nim. And when I say the first thing everybody notices I mean this is where you're going to decide on some features of the town.
As I look outside, I'm going to hit my Elgato button so I don't get cut up. Okay, as I look outside and I look up and around, I notice that from where we are, I can see that there are 4 tall bell towers, 4 chapels probably, or some sort of building that is very tall that goes above the other rooftops and is visible from here. Maybe churches.
So
Tall for us or tall for you?
I
Sorry.
refuse to answer your questions.
So bell towers.
So four tall bell towers, possibly for churches, stretching up above the sort of cityscape.
Not all together, but
Scattered
scattered
them out,
about.
yeah.
But
I
I can
like
see
it.
them from here.
Prominently over the rooftops of the other buildings in town. Okay, very nice. What does Taryc notice?
I just to make sure, so I'm going for time. You said we're later morning, but not afternoon yet, correct?
I'd say it's actually probably just gone past midday 12.
Okay.
Because you guys got in very late.
Yeah.
And this could be visuals. Maybe Taryc notices a prominent smell. Maybe
Smells, yeah.
What jumps out at Taryc about this place?
We'll go with. We'll go with the smell. Nah, it'd be early morning for bakery. We're gonna go with a bad smell because why not?
Mhm.
We're gonna go with the smell of the stables just down the road.
Okay, so prominent stables that are near where you were resting. What scent are you suggesting? Horses, manure?
Manure, but not just horses. We'll say it's actually there's more than just horses there. This is gonna sound funny. We're gonna go with horses and some dogs.
Okay. So possibly suggesting of a hunting lodge, actually.
Hunting lodge,
Yeah.
or one of a larger number of the smaller races.
Okay. Oh, yes, I like it. Very nice. Okay. So, yeah, I might need some further investigation, but yes, that could be indicative of halflings, gnomes, and so on. That would actually use dogs as mounts. Okay, cool. I like it. What about Cassian? What does Cassian notice?
Oh, I've been thinking about this and how far I want to take this, but as the party's walking down the road, Cassian notices a out of place, foreboding dark alleyway entrance. And as he looks down, just the threshold of the alley is darkened. And just past it, he can see rows upon rows of stalls with very eclectic and exotic wares.
Okay, so a dark alleyway that's suggesting of maybe a more out of the eyes of the public market.
Well, but amongst all these stalls, it's actually well lit. It's as if there's a spell or something at the front of the alleyway, keeping those who it doesn't want to see, keeping from seeing it. Think Dagon Alley.
Okie dokie. Okay. What about what does Noah notice?
Have you described the environment that we're in?
Not at all.
Okay. So, and it's still like night out, right?
No, it's daylight. It's past.
Yeah.
It's
The only thing I think we know about the city is we came in a wall that was guarded.
There was actually no wall, just a path in. Unless you guys know
okay,
you could choose for it to be walled. All I described was that there was a guard on the road you were heading up. You know that you're near quite a bit of farmland. Like there's a lot of farmland surrounding this place. It is scale-wise somewhere between town and city, you know. That's what you have so far.
Okay. Noah notices like out almost kind of framing the horizon a very large mountain range with a particularly tall mountain kind of
A what now?
A mountain range.
A mountain range. Okay.
With a particularly large mountain crowning it near its what Noah perceives as its center where they're located. It kind of lines up with the town.
Okay, so nothing about the town itself, but the actual surroundings in the distance.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about Iala?
First thing is that she noticed, especially in the morning, was the sound. There's a lot of people around doing their preparations, going through the market, and the sound of water. There's canals, little waterways around the town.
Okay, I like that. Okay, right. Taking all of these observations, as you all wander through town, you notice these large bell towers, and they are sort of. They were just going off as you sort of exited the inn, indicating yes, it's just hit midday. And as you are walking around, your town does seem to be near a prominent waterway, and it's actually worked into the town's features. Probably flowing down from the mountains there, you've got a river running through town itself, essentially dividing the town into two, although it looks like one side of the town is more prominently on the east side of the river, less buildings on the west side. But this waterway snakes through town. Which
for some reason my ring feels very vibrating.
Yeah,
excited.
Which means you do a lot of little bridge crossings as you're sort of wandering about. As
Quick question
yes.
on the river. Is it designed kind of like basically can you access the river itself directly from the city, or
yes,
is there
there's a lot of places where you can even if it's not level, like the city's leveling seems to change out now and then. It feels like this was built on a hilly area in general, right? But there are places where you could either go down some stairs to get to the river itself, or like the walkways actually go down close enough to the water that you could easily sort of climb in and out.
Okay.
I'm assuming there's like a lot of like stone pillory kind of stuff coming out of the river.
Yeah, lots of stone pillars. You'll even notice that there's like a few buildings are built into the center of the river itself. I'm gonna say the river is about 30 to 40 feet across in like the actual river itself. The canals that come off from the sides and run throughout the town itself are smaller, notably. But yeah, there's even some buildings built into river center. And And that carries with it its own distinct smell. I imagine many of you've been around canals. It's not terrible, just distinctive.
It's a little mildewy. It's
yeah.
Okay.
The river itself actually seems to be relatively clean. It's always a crapshoot whether that's going to be the case with a town built beside a river, you know. But
At least on this side of town, it's clean.
Yeah. It looks like there is at least some care put into maintaining the river. Every now and then you even see people like just set up on bridges fishing. Looks like it's a casual pastime, people meeting up, sort of talking. A lot of older gentlemen doing it, which suggests that it's not a bountiful river, but it's enough to at least get something now and then.
Nim's going to take opportunities occasionally to like climb up on the little lips of like the bridges and stuff like that, and just look down at the water.
Yeah,
tails fishing site.
Yeah, remarkably clean and clear. Like you can actually see like the bed of the river a bit. It's a bit shimmery, a bit hard to make out, but you can see the bed, and you can see occasionally like those little shadow dots of like tiny fish menus and such moving around. And
any sign of people fishing in the river?
I thought I just described that.
Yeah, you just
Did I miss
described.
that?
You
Okay, I just
completely
don't know
missed
how I
it.
missed that
There was a
part.
whole bunch of people fishing.
Yeah, going over it every now and then, like along the riverside or going across bridges, you'll see people fishing, which get mostly older gentlemen. Like you don't see young men trying to actually get like here is a haul to take away for sale or for like dinner or such. It seems like the river's not populated enough for it to be a sustained thing, but it's enough for hobbyists.
Stores for fun.
Yeah,
Catch and release.
yeah, maybe. It might be
That might
catching
be why
but-
there's not enough anymore. They weren't catch releasing before.
But yeah, Ebenzar himself just seems to be whistling tunelessly. Like he can't carry a tune tunelessly, but he can whistle. You just hear him doing the little whistle now and then. He seems to be happy as he's leading you through town, and he just goes, "Yeah, oh, is that him?
Have you been here before, Mr. Maltori?
Oh yes, I actually spent a few years here. He purses his lips as if like this is something he wouldn't normally deign to reveal, but he did give you all the promise, and he seems to be keeping to that. Actually, a bit before I set out to intercept your group.
Oh, okay. It seems very lovely. Thank you.
Yes. Now, I said we're going to go house shopping, and we are. We're going to go and acquire the property. And he actually stops on the middle of the bridge, just like turning to talk to you properly. I will admit to you that I have worked to make this property cheaper.
What does that mean? You didn't.
Did you use magic to make people think that it was dangerous some way or haunted?
You already did say about controlling of people's intention.
He ponders your question for a second, actually, and goes, in a way, but perhaps not how you think. I enabled a forlorn spirit of a house to become more active. But I think you would agree with why I did.
Okay.
The people that owned the property were very unpleasant. Murdered their maid, you see.
Oh no, that's awful.
So I have no
Who
qualms
would
about
clean their house
scaring
if they
them
did
out.
that?
You see his face shift a bit, like that is not the question he expected. A new maid, I expect.
Oh,
Why hire a new one when you had a perfectly good one before?
Because when your son knocks up your maid and you don't want a bastard child about...
oh, Nim suddenly like eyebrows go down. They killed a baby?
Yes.
Oh, bad people.
Please tell me these people, when they got ran out, were kind of thrown in the river with a rock tied to their feet.
He shakes his head and goes, unfortunately not. Scaring nobility off is one thing. killing nobility will get you very quickly hunted down, justified or not.
Robbing from nobility, though, you can get away with that. Or do they still in the area?
Well, we'll have to check and see. Last I knew, they were preparing to try and sell up and move. They might still be about. If they are, he puts his hand up and goes, remember that even if they're bastards, they hold power and sway.
Yes, but, they're leaving. We're not.
Yes, save the trouble coming our way until they're gone, though. Still, I hope that my underhanded measures don't sit badly with you all.
It sounds like they deserved it. So, I have no qualms.
Me neither, really.
Was the forlorn spirit you kind of gave power to the spirit of the maid?
Yes.
No, then poetic justice.
Is that going to cause us problems staying in the house?
It shouldn't. But if it does, I will take care of it. Put the spirit to rest if possible.
Okay, then
But
I am fine with this.
you're
As long
quite
as the
lucky.
spirit is not trapped in a situation where they would be unhappy.
Well, that is another matter.
Still be mates.
Whether the
They would
spirit is
probably rather be
trapped,
alive.
you have to understand, I empowered the spirit. I did not conjure it. It was already there. Clearly something keeping them from moving on. Perhaps that is something we can help with.
Yeah, I feel like that's something we're going to have to deal with as soon as we are able to.
Still, what is one poltergeist to a group of adventurers?
I just thought about this. Have we
I
been
have
given
never
a
fought.
name?
I have never fought Ghost. I don't know.
Have we been given a name of this place yet?
What, the town?
Yeah.
Yes,
in
Mordred.
character. Okay.
Which I now know exactly where I got that name from, and I'm cursing myself.
You had Morden is what you had.
Morden?
Right
Oh, thank God. Okay, yeah, I didn't steal it from
Yeah.
the first guy. Right.
I was wondering about
Morden.
that.
Just as a reminder, Arwa was the unidentified drow who has a tattoo
Yes.
of the red snake with coiled dagger thing.
That at the very least I do have it.
Yep, I have that
My
one.
notes.
That one I do have.
And Rubico is the name of our chicken.
That I don't have. Rubico.
I don't
Chicken.
have that either. I guess I'll write that too.
I've been keeping notes.
Rubico. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to compare that to. That sounds like food. So.
And he actually starts to lead you across the main river of town. You all came in on the east side, which is the sort of larger side, and he's taking you across to the west side, which isn't as sprawling, but seems more refined. It's hard to call it a noble district, but you got the feeling it could evolve into such. It's where the wealthier people are setting up. There's less population here. And you can see the beginning of businesses popping up just to support them. But it is less developed over here. And as you cross the river, you're going across a large central bridge in town, and it's actually quite near one of those bell towers. And you can see a very large church dedicated to Hevos, judging by the heraldry.
Always fucking Hevos.
Always fucking Hevos.
It's fine. We'll eventually make a town that has no Hevosian.
It's sad because I have a weakness for Hevos that I fight so hard because I believe very, very strongly Hevos is not a bad god. They're just pompous as fuck.
They're not bad. They're just loud.
All right. As you cross the river, you have to. There's still a path, but it's not it's not cobblestone like a lot of the rest of the town is. Newly put down. Most of the sort of roughness of it has been cleared away. It has been smoothed out, but there's nothing being laid yet. But it leads towards a building that looks like it's probably barely 20 years old, from like start of construction to finish. Because a building this size could take quite a few years for people to erect it at this time. You see this large estate, which is the estate picture done.
I
Nice.
believe so.
Right, could we get that dropped into the docs channel real quick?
It is the docs channel. Okay, 1 sec. Let me copy all these things over.
No, we're doxing the house.
The homework channel. Okay, we're gonna start with the main floor because I feel like that would be important. Do you want the upper floor next?
If you please.
All right. This is the upper floor.
Okay. Ready.
And then I believe we have the basement. I will put the basement there as well. And then I do have Nim's area, but
I'm going to ask you all, would you like these presented together on one map or separate maps?
I actually think they might be better on separate maps. Can you make a folder maybe, and then just do it that way?
No. I mean, as actual locations maps.
Yeah, I know, but you can make you can make a
folder?
folder. Yeah, you can make map folders now. You know that, right?
You is now intrigued.
I'll teach you post game, okay? But you can group maps together as a GM in a folder in the map area. So where you do the drop down to go maps, you can make a folder and put player's city or player whatever or a town, and you can drop all the maps into it, and then you can find them more easily. And what I would suggest doing is doing that with these maps later.
What new wonders you have introduced to me?
I don't know how that works, but I personally would have said that having the second floor on the same map as the first floor might be helpful, because then we can just easily transfer between the two.
I guess if you put them side by side, that would work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I would do.
Oh yeah, if you want to do that side by side, yeah, I think that works because you can. I just was worried that like if you were putting them like top bottom, that would be like crazy.
No.
I guess you could technically wiggle the basement in there too somewhere.
Oh yeah, we're just going to put that off to the side of one of the maps. Right, so we are going to make a page that is 30 by 40 times 3, 120. I can mathematics while I'm sick.
Mathematical.
Oh no, that is the wrong dimensions. That is height. Okay, what is 90? 90. That's what we want.
Is this like is the number divided by 5 what you need?
No. It's okay. Because these are grid units, which I think the maps were made on the grid units I requested, right?
Yep, I did exactly the grid units you said.
Marvelous.
Matching grids.
Upload. What did it all save to? Desktop. PNGs. Arrange by date.
Do you think we will get to live here for a while, everybody? It'd be nice to put down roots somewhere.
I hope so. This place is really nice.
I'm certainly hoping so as well. Otherwise, this will be a very unwise investment.
I don't know. You're a rich mage. I could not tell what kind of purchases you make.
Oh, I'm not rich per se, but we can afford this at the very least. Because when you get to my age, comfort becomes one of the prime concerns, really.
I'm just gonna look around and kind of make sure we're out of earshot of most people.
Yeah, you are like walking down this path that leads only to this place, and there doesn't seem to be anybody around.
I have a rude question to ask. We know that Kalon is risen and intelligent.
Yes.
would it be inappropriate? Should we be treating Gallon as regular party member? I feel awkward about such things now.
No, a wise question, young Nim. He actually looks over at Kedon, who just sort of like looks back at him, looks at the rest of you. We'll decide this once we're settled in. Might have to do another disguise. Thankfully, I felt the need to hide his nature from you all because adventurers make assumptions based on their knowledge, which is far more well-informed most of the time. Townsfolk might leave it be, you know.
Of course. I just feel rude not being, kinder to your party mate who is still actively there rather than a mindless golem. It seems I want to do right.
Holy shit, I sized it perfectly. Wow. Okay.
Of course you did, because I sized those perfectly.
No, look, they come out as a square.
Oh, they do? Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
I had to actually stretch it to the correct dimensions, and I didn't know if I had.
Oh, yeah, you can right-click and set the dimensions manually with that.
What?
Yeah.
Everything is being learned today.
I'm right-clicking it.
It is a day
You're
of learning.
right-clicking the image, right?
Yes.
You edit it. It should have like a thing. I mean, I'll load up a game real quick. So
No,
I
I just get the usual add turns, deletes, copy, yada.
Yeah.
You mean before you drag it out?
No, not before you drag it out. Like when you drag it out, you should be able to still edit the thing. I think.
That's a no, but I get to right-click it before I drag it out.
Oh well, if you can right-click before you drag it out and do a thing.
40 by 30. Continue, delete, drag out. Oh, that's way easier. Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I was like, there's a way to do it when you drag it out too. So.
40 by 30. Continue. Whip. We're just going to put the basement down on this one. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay, no, the basement actually goes over here then. And then Nims. Figgy could coexist.
Nim's thing doesn't need to exist. It's fine.
No, Nims Figgy gets to exist. I don't know what dimensions Nims Figgy existed.
It's the exact same settings as the other ones.
Oh, so. It is? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just I just use the same map over and over and over again, but you can just drag it in and then put it halfway lower on the other one since it's supposed to be transparent space.
Besides that, 40 by 30. Continue. Whoop. There we go. All right. We have it. Okay. Let's make sure we put everything back onto the map field. Layer. Map. Layer. What happened? What did I do? I did something awful.
You did? Did you change your layer?
There. Map. Alright, there we go. Everything's mapped.
Okay, good.
If you want to drag your tokens out here, please feel free. I think I've got you on this page. I do. And we're going to set OBS to look at this as well.
Oh yeah, I'll do that with my OBS. Yum.
Oh, I need a new Iala token.
You can make that.
Yeah, you can make that.
I forget how to. I'll just pull out the old one for now and fix that later.
It's like the token editor. You can change the image there and do stuff. I can show you how to do it when it's not game time.
Okay.
Yeah. As you walk up to this building, you see what looks like to be a small set of stables and maybe storage for carriages and so on. And as you do, coming out of the building, having seen you all approaching, Sorry, 6 a.m. Coming out of the building, having seen you all approaching, is a small halfling gentleman who appears to be well dressed. Noah, your fucking passive insight, perception rather, will allow you to see that it's a well-kept piece of clothing, and it will probably cost him a lot, but it's likely the only set of such he has. You can see that like there is home-done stitch work, there is some slight fraying and fading on it, as if like this is a suit that is used a lot. And kept in best repair as this gentleman can. But he appears to be in his 40s perhaps. He's got hair that is just grey in certain areas, like streaks going through his hair. It's sort of kept back clean, pulled back into not quite a ponytail, just a little knot at the back. And he comes hurrying out to the group of you and goes, "Oh, hello. Come to see the building. Yes. Don't think we've talked, no."
Oh no, we only just came around recently.
Oh, this is
Iala,
that lovely bit of grounds.
Oh yes. It's a sizable ground. Lots of room for any renovations, any gardens you so wish to do. Name's Graham Grimble.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Grimble.
Graham.
And
It's a lovely name.
he sort of offers hands out to everybody, including you, Nim, seeming like not even registering the size difference here.
Mm-hmm.
And shakes everyone's hands heartily. Does the same for Kellon, who just glares down at him. And you see this poor gnome sort of pale a bit, back away. Oh, right, okay.
He's not a people person. Don't worry about it.
But bodyguard or something.
Yes.
You never know when there will be ruffians on the road.
Oh well. Would you all like a tour?
Yes,
That would
please.
be nice.
Yes, please.
Needs today.
Grand. You can see a mild look of dread on his face as he turns to take you all in.
Are you all right, sir?
No, oh, yes, absolutely fine. This is going to be a nice tour, and nothing bad will happen. And he leads you all in. And we'll you know what, let's see if we find a gnome. That's
I'll be
entry.
Cassian out.
Okay, Graham is represented by a deep gnome, because apparently they just don't supply gnome tokens.
That is
Fine.
so
Gnomes don't
weird.
exist.
Holy
Gnomes aren't real
shit,
people.
Graham's huge.
No, it's
Wow.
not that gnomes don't exist. Nobody wants to have a gnome.
Everybody wants
Graham
to be
opens
a
up the
gnome.
door and it goes, welcome to the foyer.
What is foying?
What?
How do you foy?
I
It's
guess
like
you
a
wait here.
Oh, foying is wait?
Oh, yeah, he's
If you say
waiting
so,
around.
miss, yes. Well, yes, but anyway, he regathers his thoughts and just gestures about. Plenty of room here to greet your guests and have them wait with your servant if need be. Then we go on into the main room here. And he sort of gestures about. You could turn this into a I don't know. He looks around, and he's barely paying attention to his actual surroundings. It looks like he's
You could
looking
have
for
a-
something.
You could have like a nice ball in here, maybe put a banquet table down. Have something very nice.
Yes, indeed.
This is a great place to entertain. The ceilings are quite high.
The ceilings are quite high indeed.
Unnecessarily high, actually.
If you follow me over here, he just opens this door up quickly and he goes, currently set up by the previous owners as a dining hall. Furniture is included.
Oh, how nice.
Yes, greatly raises the value of the property. Don't have to move your own fingers in or acquire them.
Is there a problem? Mr.
He
Grimble?
pokes his head through the doorway and looks around in there before slowly pulling the door shut. No.
Sir, you're acting very unnerved. Are you okay?
Not absolutely fine. He sort of straightens his suit a bit.
There isn't going to be like masked brigands going to jump out at us or something like that and try to take our money.
What? Oh,
Is-
God to know. I run a reputable business.
Yeah.
All right,
yes,
but
Nim.
you act like something's going to get us.
Don't worry, Nim. If something,
I am
is-
very superstitious and easily scared.
if something goes
say-
wrong, we have our fair Kellen to help us here.
Look, I assure you, there's absolutely nothing wrong. And as he say this, we're gonna say, let's roll the dice. Cassian, you're actually closest to Ebenzar currently, and you just see him gesturing slightly with his fingers and mumbling a few magic words before just softly saying, "Spirit, reveal yourself." As this Nomi is trying to ramble on about how nothing is wrong, everything's fine, you can see like above him, coming through the wall, appears to be a semi-transparent, vaguely bluish figure. Looks like to be a young woman. Her head pulled up into like nice little bunnish braids. Little maid's sort of band set above them. Clearly wearing a maid's uniform. And as she comes through, she's kind of pretty, averagely pretty. But that begins to change as her mouth starts to open and distend greatly. Her eyes sink more as she reaches out a hand towards him and starts to make a mournful moan that you can all hear.
Nim is going to purposely make a sharp, scared noise and then feign fainting. I'm rolling a deception check.
Okay.
I have the bless on myself.
What I'd like to
Or
ask
not the
for you to
bless,
do,
the-
Nim, is I want you to roll me a performance check, and if that happens well, you're going to get advantage on your deception.
Okay, I'm rolling a performance. Okay, I am going to, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration on my performance.
Okay.
Okay.
Advantage on your deception check.
Okay, advantage on my deception check. Come on, world.
Okay,
All right, and then
21.
I am going to use my my cool trinket thingy that lets me add extra to it just because. So I'm gonna roll an extra d4. So it is
A 24?
24. Deception.
Right.
Nim feigning death of fate.
Okay, do you let out a little screech as you do so?
Yes, I look at
Yeah.
a little screech and then I faint.
Nomi starts to panic, probably actually panicking.
Yes, actually panicking.
What's everyone else doing?
Oh no, our poor Nim. Are you alright?
Out cold.
I'm just up between the. Where is the ghost
The
going
ghost is
towards the gnome or?
Yeah, it's appeared above him and is reaching out like vaguely in all of your directions above him.
Oh, that's interesting.
No, it's just staring at it.
Oh, wait. Oh no, a ghost!
Iala is tending to Nim with. She knows the gig right now, so she. Are you alright? Say something.
Oh no!
Just step in between.
Taryc, defend us while me and Cassian work our fierce magics. And Ebenzar is like gesturing at you to follow his lead, Cassian. And he's stepping
Cassian's
up
going to
beside Taryc.
Yeah.
and he raises his staff and starts to sprout gibberish that sounds like magic. Cassian, you can tell he's casting absolutely nothing.
Cassian's actually going to use prestidigitation to do a minor light show, and he's going to start speaking gibberish as well.
Wonderful.
I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this now because we got all those bonuses now, right? The removal on the spell.
Yes.
The cantrip. Yeah, I'm. Since it has no components, I'm gonna get thaumaturgy.
Okay. All right, so this fast magical feat that slowly drives this ghost back. This ghost, like, sort of recoils, inching back, being driven back into the walls and apparently banished. And then
God, she's in on it.
Ebenzar lowers his staff, slumping over as if this is a great effort, has taken a lot out of him.
While I'm fading, I'm also thaumaturging. I'm gonna make all the lights flicker and everything. I'm helping.
Yeah, I was actually using thaumaturgy to make my eyes change. That's the magic.
No, I'm making all the lights flicker, and I'm gonna make the ground slightly tremble because you can do like 3 stacks of this. So I'm adding to it.
All right. And then as he slips over, he sort of stabs his staff against the floor, and you all get that feeling that he's going, stop. You all stop your thaumaturgies and your light shows?
Yeah, I stop. I stop immediately.
Okay. The gnome, clearly bewildered, a little freaked out himself, is just going, it's not done that before, it's just more things. And,
Iala, with outrage. You said there was nothing wrong with this place.
But minor hauntings happen sometimes.
No, that's not minor. That's like a class 5 haunting.
You just tried to sell us a property with a fierce spirit within it that could have slaughtered us in our sleeps. I wouldn't put any no customers in harm's way. You understand? It's thrown a few harmless pots of bed. That was a full apparition. You are lucky that me and my group here are well-seasoned adventurers, but even that's a lot to deal with.
Oh, my poor mentor. Iala picking up Nim in one palm and coming over to place her hand on Evanzar's back.
Now, everyone. Mr. Grimble was doing his best.
Wait, the lady Nim.
He couldn't possibly have known the severity of this haunting. Isn't that right, Mr. Grimble?
You're playing the good cop.
Be it as it may, he has caused the fainting of Lady Nim. You have scared a lady of great power and nobility so fiercely. And he's
Nip's having trouble holding that one in.
The GM can't even. It's great when the GM's having a hard time keeping a straight face.
Nip's tail's gonna twitch suddenly, and he'll just...
would like a group deception check, please.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one.
Everybody make deception checks, or
everybody makes a deception check, and we're going to take the majority.
Oh no!
This is going to include Ebenzar, luckily.
Are we getting advantage
sorry,
for
I
all this
clicked the wrong
BS
button.
that we're doing?
You know what? Yes, everybody can have advantage.
I'm using my trinket, so I am at a 24.
Okay.
I'm not going to risk rolling above 14 because I have a 0. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's 19.
All right. So,
Not bad.
since I rolled before, you said
nice.
advantage.
Just roll again.
Roll again.
Yeah.
Okay. Deception.
Oh yeah, you rolled history first.
Hey, you're reliable.
However, Mr. Baltori has got a 26.
I got a 24.
24, 26, a 19, a 16 plus 3. That is the majority takes it. This man is convinced of your charade. And charade. And he goes, look, I'm just trying to make a living here. Okay, I honestly, I did not think it would cause such issues. Please don't go telling anybody about this.
you have to make a pretty good deal to keep us from feigning ignorance to this.
A deal? You still want the place? Well, yes,
Well,
we
we can't
are.
let someone else have it because the ghost might end them.
It is not ideal for us, but we must, as brave adventurers, good, kind people, take on this responsibility.
And we really wouldn't want to put you out of a business, Mr. Grimble.
Noah says, reaching out and grabbing his hand.
We understand that you're only trying to survive in this harsh world. But so
In this harsh
we
economy.
in this harsh economy, we understand.
And Noah will give him like a almost puppy eyes looking at him.
No, give me a persuasion check, please. Hey, that's good enough. All right. His shoulders up a little bit, and he goes, "Oh, fuck the Dreyers and their asking price. Okay, who am I talking to about the payment?" And Ebenezer just very gingerly raises his hand and goes, "The group trusts this old man to handle such dull matters. Why don't we go and talk about it outside? The rest of my dear party, they can make sure that the building is safe in the meantime." And the gnome just nods and starts to hurry out. And Ebzar just looks back at all of you with a very proud shit-eating grin and hobbles out after him.
I wonder what else is in here.
Yes, I
That's
was
good.
wondering that too.
I was gonna sit up slowly. Did I sell it?
Oh, you sold it.
The rest of you
You
can
sold
see
it
a ghost peeking her head through the wall.
Hello.
Cassian's going to wave her into the room.
She slowly enters, drifting down to floor level, her feet soundlessly sort of settling onto the flooring.
Which room is yours?
She
I'm assuming kind of everything, but you know.
She actually points over to the northern door here.
I see. You did a wonderful job, darling. Thank you so much for your assistance.
And she just slowly bows her head and doesn't say anything. But she just starts like just approaching you all one by one, as if like curious, just looking over your forms. Doesn't seem hostile.
I will give her a air handshake, knowing that cannot be touched, but you know that.
She
Puts the hand out
she
and-
smiles a little bit and just reaches her hand out, and the air grows very chill.
We do it. We pantomime that we have handshake to each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
And notably, when she approaches you, the air does go cold.
Ooh. Fresh.
And
Noah also holds out a hand, does the same pantomime shaking.
she returns the gesture, and when she hears a sound coming, you see she vanishes. But the rest of you see Ebizar walking back in alone, holding a large ring of keys. Jackpot!
Wonderful.
Jingle, jingle, pay attention, children. Jingle, jingle, pay attention.
Oh no. Now we're never gonna leave him alone because we know he's got the keys.
Let me bring Kellon and Mr. Maltori
Yeah.
in. And he goes, performance very well done. I'm very pleased to see that you are able to take up the cue.
That was pretty fun.
That's the
The
same.
core seems very nice.
Yeah, that's fine that they are going to take a bit of a loss on this building, I think. It is appropriate.
Bastards should have lost everything, but we'll take what we can.
Yes.
We will take it this far.
I do not wish to cause that man particular trouble, but I like to cause the nobles.
But is Malaya still here? Malaya?
Her name is Malaya. She is very nice.
She comes back into existence at the spot she vanished, apparently just having, let herself become fully transparent. And she just gives a little curtsy to you all, and he clasps his hands together and goes, very, very fine job, Malaya. Very impressive. I hope this will help some, knowing it is no longer in those foul people's hands. And we will not be of a disturbance to you, I so hope. And the ghostly maid just does a little movement of her shoulders as if to indicate, I don't mind. Before she just sort of fades again. Well, have a little explore around, children. Choose where you wish to dwell, see what amenities are left behind. I don't know how much they have left behind. Anyway, we're in a hurry to get out at least.
Particularly good-looking cabinets in the foyer I might look at.
Let's go on the second floor.
All right. And you can all take a moment to start running around the building. He actually looks to you, Cassian, and goes, young Cassian, I imagine you'll want a ground floor room.
It might be best. I don't think the stairs have a turn big enough for me.
Cassian, things grow cold, and you feel a very gentle pressure on your hand, as if, it's all she can exert. This ghost has appeared beside you and is trying to grasp your hand and pull you.
I think I'm being summoned, and Cassian's going to follow.
And she pulls you into this northern room, which at its current is set up very clearly. It is a servant's quarter, but she sort of gestures around, looks at you.
Oh, this was your room. Are you willing to part with it to let me use it?
She scowls a little bit and glares at the room.
You don't want anything to do with it, do you?
She bobs her head.
Then I will graciously accept the room from you, and we'll see if we can't find you another room if there's extra space.
I have found a spare boot!
She starts and fades from sight.
I'm yelling this from the foyer.
The grand
Cassian's
fine
gonna
young
look
nim.
Cassian's going to come back out. Well, I think I've been assigned my room.
Lazolite, they have a piano.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
What is a piano?
Noah is going to attempt to play it.
Okay. Does Noah have piano as a tool proficiency?
No.
All right. You are going to attempt to play this with performance but at disadvantage. You know what? For somebody that doesn't play piano, it's not bad.
Tinkle, tinkle, high pitch, tinkle, tinkle.
You're doing beginner practice, and it doesn't sound awful.
You're making sounds. It may not be coherent sounds.
There are occasionally pleasant sounds, but it doesn't sound like a song.
Yes.
Oh, what's here?
Well, Noah, I wish to give it a try.
What? Oh, okay.
I want to see Iala doing that dame thing where she lays across the top of the piano while Noah plays.
See the keys.
I'm about to give this a try. I don't have it either, but I do have performance, so.
You'll excuse me, children, if I select a room with ample windowage. I like light and breeze.
The cabinet in the foyer is adequate, but I will keep looking.
Yes, look around.
There's a really nice story room over here.
There's a downstairs.
Oh, It is a bit of a pinch to get under this door, but I can.
Cassian's going to wander down because there's another door down
As Taryc hears that, Taryc should go wander. Open door for him.
That is okay. I can go underneath.
What's a
I just got
14 on
to
a
keep my watch on my weight.
What's a 14 on a piano performance?
A 14 on a piano performance.
You make something sound normal, actually.
So I don't think you're educated enough to actually read sheet music, right? So you're not playing any
Oh, no.
pre-done songs. However, you are basically able to go from key to key doing a sort of mindless tune. Yeah, it's not unpleasant to listen to. It's fine.
It sounds like a kind of a basic song. So
Yeah.
he made something.
He hums
made something,
along with it, which sounds a little.
10 would be a very basic success
Yes.
of like Twinkle Twinkle or ding 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 ding.
Like,
ding,
you know,
that kind of
if
thing.
people were drinking and partying and such, somebody sitting down at the piano doing this, it'd be a good time, you know.
He
That
hums
sounds
with it.
very
and
good
it's-
coming from in there.
lot.
You're both very good at that thing. What is a piano?
Thank you.
Just hear Taryc across the house.
Can I play with it too? How do you play with it?
Thaumaturgy 1. I found the dining room.
Nim
And just leaving the doors open.
And Nami are going inside the piano and attempting to play.
Okay, there's a horrible sound because Nomi keeps lifting up one of the hammers and dropping it.
I
So-
figured that's how both of them are
This
working.
is disadvantage.
No, me get out of
Oh
there.
shit!
Nim is doing a full, like, you know, classic.
Because we're just
Please
running
roll for
across
them.
She's doing a full Tom and Jerry sequence.
Please roll for Nabi. I want to see how bad Nabi messes it up
Yeah,
on
roll
her.
for Nomi.
I'm expecting a nat 1 just because.
This is what is performance? It's charisma. Right?
Charisma.
Yeah, so straight. Come on, did it roll? It didn't roll. I clicked it. It's not doing anything. I'm just gonna roll a d20 because it's no bonuses. Actually, no, it did it.
Oh
Okay, yeah.
my-
So it'd been a 4. So yeah.
Ah,
So yeah,
okay.
the Dami makes it worse.
Yes, Nomi makes it vastly worse. Yeah, there is this continuous, like, Nim's running around doing this awesome, like, fucking musical number from a cartoon, whereas you just hear the occasional clonk,
Clang, clang,
clonk.
clang, clang, and not
As Nami's inside the piano chasing the hammers.
getting hit by the hammers and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you hear the
That's
occasional
actually-
angry hissing.
That's actually why the music got worse. Is it's not that it's being played worse. It's just not making noise randomly as it hits him.
That was got the clamber out. That is very fun, but a lot of work. Why would you play something like this?
No, me get out of there. Don't break it.
I found the kitchen. Wow, it's nice.
Yeah, you all
Where'd Saeed go?
spend like the next hour just sort of exploring this house, checking out all of its things. I'd like investigation checks from everybody.
Oh.
And what was that, Taryc?
I should say I lost Saeed. That's good in character content, by the way.
I got a
He's hiding
25.
Holy shit.
And actually, I will spend my third thing, get another d4. That's a 27. Or 28.
So where's Saeed? My investigation's showing the fact that I'm trying to find
Yeah.
Saeed.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So you all spend some time exploring, and Nim. When you are looking about, just because of like the level you're at most of the time, so things that would be like secret doors for most people, at your height, you can see like the physical gap that others wouldn't miss looking downwards. So you are going to find actually each of the secret rooms that you've built into this place. On top of that, you're going to find the stuff that I put in there.
Oh, okay. Over here to the secret room area, because I
Yeah.
gotta go to this other map.
Right, so
Okay,
over there, you're looking at this,
alright,
this
which-
room that
which-
nobody seems to be claiming.
Which room? The guest room right over
Yeah,
here?
we're
Or
gonna-
the actually be. Where do you want me?
So we're going to say this one first.
Okay, because this is a regular closet.
Oh,
and
where's
then
the
this is
secret?
room.
Yes, there we go.
See, because that's it's
Right,
down there.
So in that case, I think you're going to be
I'm
with
down
Taryc.
here, I look in.
You're with Taryc, looking at the sort of room that he's chosen.
Closet. And I'm like, do I want to live in your closet? I'm going to look.
Uh-huh. And as you're in there, yeah, you see this little gap down here.
Taryc, I found something. I go in.
Still can't find Saeed.
Saeed is not in here, but there is a secret room.
The gap isn't quite big enough for you to actually climb under.
Okay.
It's really well built, like barely a gap, but for your eyesight, you see it.
Okay.
But like it's made like it's intended. Not even brownies would get into this.
Okay.
God, it's
I will
airtight,
call out.
someone's dead inside.
Is there somebody who is good at secrets? Because I found a secret room.
Try.
No idea.
Okay, Noah, you have an idea?
Yes.
Okay, because it is too tightly done. I cannot get in.
Noah is going to close their eyes for a second, and then activate Star Mode, Dragon Form, and start investigating the door.
Okay.
I was hoping you were just gonna shoot
Give me an
the door.
investigation check.
Since it can't be underneath a 10, that would be a 13.
That's for concentration checks, I thought, right?
For intelligence wisdom checks as well.
Oh, I thought it was only for
No, it's
that's
loads
awesome.
of-
That's way awesome.
So not 13. It would be 6.
Yeah,
it would be 16.
Oh yeah, it's just
No,
dice
it's to
roll.
maintain a concentration on a spell. It's when you make an intelligence or wisdom check or constitution saving throw to maintain a concentration on a spell. It's not.
Oh.
I
Thought-
I think it's
I
supposed
actually.
to be.
Oh wait,
'cause
yeah, I think you
that's-
might be right.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it
yeah.
can't. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be right. Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
no such thing as concentrations based on those first two.
Yeah,
That'd
yeah,
be
that's
really
right. That doesn't
amazing
make
if
any
there
sense.
were.
So yeah, it's at least a 10. So it's a 13.
It's a
No,
16.
it's because it's the dice rolls.
Yeah, the dice
for
roll,
that.
then you add the modifier and the guidance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yep.
nice.
All right, a 16 will do it. There is it's actually a foot mechanism. You notice there is a floorboard that if you set your foot on it, you can slide it back slightly and then press downwards with your heel. And there's a click. The door doesn't swing open automatically, but it's clearly disengaged some manner of lock.
Here we go. Click.
Which is really funny to watch Noah do this, by the way, considering, not standard foot here. It's just a goat scraping at the floorboard.
Nim could have never done it.
Nope.
Well, I mean, that's the funny part is that, and the person whose room it's next to also doesn't have standard feet either.
Right, but
So all three of them are trying to scrape at this floorboard.
I mean, I do have a foot. I just have claws attached to it.
you do this, and you're able to push this door
Don't have a
open.
heel.
And
Actually, sorry, it's not a push open. You then actually have to hook the frame and pull it open. It's like it's an extra measure to make sure someone doesn't slam against it and push it inwards,
this and that opened up.
Right. Once it's opened up, you see a few things in here. Appears to be some boxes, barrels. There is a stack of what look like to be halberds. And a couple of crossbows that are currently destrung, but they're clearly crossbows.
Halberds and crossbows.
That's an odd thing to find hidden away.
Weapons are not something people should have around normally unless they're adventure types or guards. So it would make sense that they would hide them away.
In the distance of the house, you hear Ebenzar going, "Say no!" And some crashing of some items.
Thaumaturgy, where is he? I haven't found him still.
Oh no, thaumaturgy in a small room with Taryc.
I'm not in the. I'm in
I
my
know, but you're.
bedroom.
I'm just saying, you're in your room. You're doing thaumaturgy.
do you
Yelling
want
I'm only
to,
doing level 1.
Examine the boxes and barrels.
Yes.
Okay. Choose box or barrel.
Barrel.
Barrel. Nim, you want to examine the box? These are far less like watertight and so on. Like there are clear gaps in slatting and so on.
Sure.
Right.
I'll do the boxes.
Nim is going to slip into a box fully. As
and I'll light up my
Noah,
tail so I
This
get a
is
good
where
look
we
at it.
find out it's full of bear
Noah
traps.
opens up a barrel. In the barrel appears at first just to be a few bottles of wine, basically like laid in top on straw. but you feel and like, oh, clearly, like there's this supposed to be this illusion of like there's stacks of wine in here, but you go a couple layers down and then there's a false bottom you can remove. But you do find 8 bottles of fine wine at the top.
Oh.
And then beneath those, you don't know what these are. There are far more bottles of liquid, various different colours. And
Are these like wine bottle size, or are they
various different
like
styles of bottles.
potion bottles?
Some are little potion bottles, some are like small vials, some are like the the large rounded bottles. Yeah, flasks.
They could be oil flasks. They could be alcohol. They could be anything. Could be poison.
What is?
could be poison oil?
Nim, you climb into that crate, and you are finding boxes is the wrong word. Basically, paper parcels and bags, small bags, like almost coin pouch sized.
Are paper parcels like something wrapped in paper? Then
Yes.
Okay.
No, I'm going to tear into them a little bit and look at it.
Okay. I'd say you like open up a paper parcel a bit, and it looks like to be dried grass or something. You know, it's basically stacked plant matter of some kind.
Okay.
And if
And
you open up
then
one of the
in the
pouches,
bags.
a fine powder that, I think at your scale you have a hard time not like accidentally inhaling this open and up.
Oh no!
Nim, can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
I choose not to.
You choose not to?
No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Let me see. Constitution saving throw. This is gonna go well.
8. Cool.
Yep.
Right. Nim, you find yourself sort of coughing a bit, a little hack, and like it doesn't happen immediately. You get a good 10 seconds of like, ugh, that was horrible, and then
My mouth is tacky.
you feel really good. Really, really good. Like you could punch your way out of this box. You could leap as far as you feel that you could. You just feel energized. You feel great.
Whatever the stuff is magic. Yep.
That's the
And
kind of magic
some of this.
we want.
Nom.
But both of you, Nim at disadvantage, give me an intelligence check. Just straight intelligence.
Or
This is
Noah?
a disadvantage here.
Yes.
9. Actually,
9?
I still have I still have
Yeah, you
a
can still
guidance
guidance.
on that.
Yeah.
I don't know why my guidance didn't go off on that.
What? My guidance also
You're-
did off.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Guidance
I have,
in those
I-
don't trigger on straight stat rolls, unfortunately.
Oh.
Like
Ah.
they do for the spell, the character sheet doesn't put them in.
Oh right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it does
Right,
based on that. Okay.
Noah,
So yeah.
Noah,
I
sweet
get it.
innocent
Maybe
Fae.
13?
So, since I still have my thing active, that's still a 10.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's intelligence.
Well,
yeah.
there's more than 10, isn't it?
It's a 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Marvelous. Both of you.
I have a 13.
You know illicit goods when you see them. You know drugs and maybe some sort of potions or poisons that aren't supposed to be around. Those weapons must be illegal. You know, you have discovered black market goods.
Grandpa, I found drugs.
Oh
Everybody, Nim is fucking loud, like way louder than usual. Nim, you think you're doing a good yelling volume. You're being way louder than you mean to be.
No,
Thaumaturgy
I've not even realized it. I'm casting thaumaturgy because it doesn't take
There you go.
anything. So I'm just thaumaturgy. Grandpa, I think I have drugs.
That's even worse.
Is that the
My
take as
tummy
well?
hurts.
Ebitar rather, is going to wander upstairs without his staff, seemingly. Looks at you, Taryc, and goes, "Get your blasted lizard to give me back my stick."
Where was he? I'll go get him.
Basement.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna rush down to the basement. and
Nim
get
is going to
Sammi.
stumble her way out, and after a moment declare, "I have found the cheese! I will get it!" Be ready for the snap.
Dear. Oh, okay.
Noah, don't you have something for this? You did it on Cassian.
I don't know if it works on hangovers. Hold on.
Hangover? It's not. I don't believe that is a hangover.
Ow, the cheese bit me!
Right. Eleazar is
no.
going to mage hand Nim out of there. And Nim, oh my god, this is an experience. You are flying.
I'm flying, and I'm mostly covered in powder because my first instinct was to get more.
You think he's just very gently shaking Nim off.
Little puff of it.
Well, it looks like you found it. No, Nomi, do not lick her crane. No. Nomi's like flapping around you, beeping.
Trying to get a licky.
Should I do something? Should I?
There is
Like,
bag
Do you know how to clear the poisons from somebody's system?
I think so. I did it once. Let's try it.
Noah's going to put both hands.
I don't want it.
Quick cast
Nim
Archivald.
Don't want it.
and Lesser Restoration.
Don't want it.
Right. You use lesser restoration.
Unwilling.
Lesser restoration will not actually cover this.
Nope, it doesn't work on hangovers. I don't know if
Hangovers.
this is considered a hangover.
This is not a hangover.
Okay.
Right.
I've
Nim,
never done drugs before. I
Nim.
don't know.
Nim, you are.
Hi, both
I
grandpas.
can't do Emizar's voice right now.
I can
My nose
fly.
being stuffy has fucked me.
I can fly, grandpas.
Grandpas, there are two of us, I see.
Yes.
Well,
What do we do? What if she actually tries flying off a window or something?
My tail hurts.
he wipes her down fully before he goes, Nomi, keep her away from anything dangerous. Carry her if you need be. And then he's just going to, like, literally let Nomi pick Nim up with his mouth and start carting her around. Nomi doing
We're
that.
gonna
Look
go
what I
find the
have.
other secret door while I'm drugged as fuck. Apparently,
Yes.
I'm gonna go climb a bookcase and open up the other.
He Avatar lets out a little exhale and he goes in for you to show him what you found, Noah.
Well, we found all this. This doesn't look safe.
No, this is not safe. Well, it's safe enough as long as you don't inhale or drink anything, but best not to let anybody know we have this.
Yeah. What do we do with it? Do we just leave it here?
No, that would be a waste. No, we'll see if we can make use of any of it, and if not, we'll find somebody to sell it to.
The halberds I can understand. We could give it to, like, adventurers or something, but I don't know about that stuff. That doesn't seem,
I want to read this book.
I don't think I want that circulating.
This book won't come out. Nami, help me.
So if we can't find any good use for it, I'm thinking about burying it in the dirt or something.
Nami, help me with this book.
What are you doing in here? Are you trying
I
to
want
get
the
yourself
book.
killed?
I want the book.
You can't even carry it.
It's called Her Hidden Treasures. I want it.
Iala, you can see this cupboard swing, this bookshelf swing open by its own definition. Noah Evans has been like, there's a few thousand gold pieces worth of things here.
I want the book, but it's stuck in the bookcase. I'm yanking on it with Nami. This book that clearly is the one that opens the thing. I've decided it has to be named her hidden treasures because that's why Nim was drawn to it.
Oh, huh. You are good
Help!
at finding the secret room. It appears.
That is a secret room.
Iala pokes her head in.
There's a couple
Now
of chests in
that'd
here,
be-
Yadia.
Now there's one more.
Grandpa did
Where?
it again!
Oh, for heavens. No one close up the door for now.
Oh God, Saeed!
Maybe we should just let her go around and find more secret treasures.
I
Downstairs
technically beat him.
in the basement, Saeed is spinning around happily with Ebizar's staff. The way a dog whips a giant stick about, and you have to fear for your legs.
I was figuring I'd make a like trying to wrest out of him. I technically beat him on straight in the chat. I like that he rolled a crit.
But
Right.
we gotta honor the crit though. Oh.
Yeah, we got to honor the natural 20. So you're going to spend some time wrestling with Saeed. Eventually, though, you're able to retrieve the stave from him and bring him upstairs.
There are so many bite marks in that goddamn
Yeah.
staff now.
No, because it's a magic item.
Oh.
There may be some.
There's so many staff marks in Saeed's teeth.
See, the bigger problem is he's still acidic. So I like to imagine there's a little. It doesn't damage yet, but there's just some acidic drool.
Yeah. In fact, it hurts to grab it at some point. But yes, there are these two chests in here, Yadia.
Okay, but what's on the ground?
Oh,
I don't know. We can't see. Yali's in the way.
yeah.
Let's see what's
Doesn't appear
inside.
to be any locks or anything.
All right. She opens the first
Small or
one.
big.
She goes for the big one. She
Okay.
would.
You are able to open it up. Inside of it is a large wrapped bundle, very long, as long as the chest.
Okay. So she goes in and carefully opens the wraps.
Within the wraps is a beautiful long wooden box.
Now what's in here? See?
I found a dark tunnel. I will explore it. Come, Sammi. We're going to climb inside the chimney.
There is no latch on this box. You can't even see which side it is supposed to open on, but there's a clear seam.
All right. Let's see. She just taps a little bit and curiosity. She tries to open it
Does not budge.
along the seam. Puts her nails in it.
You can't seem to get your nails in very far.
Open up, you son of a... She just starts fiddling with it.
Try as you might, it will not open.
Fine, keep your secret. I will come to you later. She looks at.
She won't show me her secret treasure.
You're doing great, Nim. She says, not looking up.
I'm out of the other room, up the chimney. Going places.
She goes to the smaller chest.
Okay.
Have you seen Nim?
She's in that room somewhere.
She's might hurt herself in her current state. I don't see her.
It looks under the desk.
Where is she?
I can see light.
You're
Oh,
going to try and
no.
open this small chest, Yalia?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You are. The moment you touch it, you cannot remove your hand, and the mimic opens up its maw and lashes its tongue out at you. You are under attack by a mimic.
Oh, for heaven's sake! That was actually a bit louder. Oh, for heaven's sake! Desperate kind of cry from inside the secret room.
What's happening? Nim, be careful. Alia, are you okay? What's happening?
Stupid box!
What's
There's a
happening?
secret room at the end of the tunnel. I can see they have fake
No,
sky.
Nim! No, Nim, don't go towards the light!
I'm gonna need everybody to roll a hit. Let me
I'm
choose the hit.
not participating. I'm drugged.
Initiative.
Yeah, but you need the initiative to know when you can yell again.
Okay, I do need to know when I can yell again because I am ascending. I will say, in her current state, I do think Nim would set off a mouse trap. I'm just saying, she's not in a good way.
As a note, since I don't actually know where I should be at this point, would I be back?
Here in the
up?
basement or upstairs? I don't know.
That's what I was wondering.
I say you're able to head up with Sade, so everybody can
I
be
will
on the
say-
top floor if they so choose.
Okay, I'll be up here holding an acidified wand staff thing.
Right. Okay.
I am very much downstairs.
Okay, you're downstairs. This is an intelligent place to be.
It's a
Iala,
safe place for a centaur.
you're up. Your hands are stuck to this chest. You're essentially considered to be grappled. Escape DC 13 if you wish to try.
She is going to take. She's going to do what the first thing that comes to her mind. Take a deep breath and breath weapon it. Hit it with lightning breath.
Okay. All right. It will roll a con save. It will pass. So give me your damage roll so I can halve it.
Isn't it a dex save?
Dex. Oh, it might be. That's right.
It's
Oh, it fails. Give me your damage
Right.
roll.
How do you bring the bigger idea of how can it dodge lightning bolt when it's attached?
I could miss.
Yes.
Maybe
She
it
points her
could have
head up.
slapped my face to
Yeah.
the side.
Right. It will take 10 points of lightning damage, and the wallpaper in here, like curls and crackles, and some of it sparks, and we're gonna see. High or low, Iala?
I always go for high.
All right, high is
High
good.
roller.
Low is bad. All right, it does not catch a light. However, you do like scorch the wall with your lightning.
Almost caused an electrical fire. She says, looking at the walls.
All right, and then the pseudopod of this.
The mimic.
What's it want to do?
Choo 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 choo.
It has two identical attacks with different names. Interesting. Oh, actually, that one has acid. So yeah, it's gonna try to bite.
Oh.
That hits.
Actually, I'll roll
Ow.
it again because technically it has advantage. But yes, 22. So yeah, you take 8 piercing and 8 acid damage as it starts to chomp on you, Iala. It's trying to pull you into its
Great.
morphily.
There goes my outfit.
Oh no, you're top.
It does like try to move about, but like you are both in such tight confines that everybody just hears this clattering around as this box is trying to bounce around inside this enclosed area with Iala.
You're more than a mouthful for this mimic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an
Wrestling
episode
with
title.
it.
Should have been more than a mouthful.
Wait,
Oh.
cast Sanctuary.
I didn't know I was going to be being bitten by a treasure chest.
Noah.
Two rival chests enter. One rival chest leaves.
Noah hearing the crack of thunder and all the
Bright lights coming from in here.
yeah. Nim, don't do anything dangerous. Just stay where you are. And Noah's going to go over here. What's happening in here? What the?
Don't just stand there. Do something.
Noah is going to throw a oh, that's dangerous. Let's see, what can I do? I think Noah
Ignore that. I'm trying to get to minimize.
Noah is just going to right off the bat do a guiding bolt into the mimic.
Okie dokie.
Guide the mimic.
Oh,
That's awful.
Going to re-roll.
Okay.
Spend my re-roll.
Hey,
nice.
that's a
That's
hit.
better.
Minus 12.
12 damage.
All right.
Actually, mimics are extra tanky.
Noah, please roll me a D100 to tell me whether you want high to be good or bad.
High to be good.
Okay, roll me a D100.
The whole room is packed to mimic.
Okay, no luck. Don't worry, nothing terrible happens. This is only fishing for good things.
That's also...
Nomi, shake, 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 shake. This is a great time.
Yep. Nim is climbing very rapidly up the inside of the chimney, and probably will get out to the top before Nami because Nami doesn't have a climb speed.
Yeah, Nomi's trying to awkwardly flap up after you. Not necessarily to stop you, it's just Nomi's having a good time.
Nim's gonna get to the top of the roof and look around and go, I see town. I'll go get help. Walking off the roof. Walking off the roof.
Cool.
I won't
Well-
get there in time because I don't have that much movement speed, but I'm sure Nami will get
I
me.
can't wait
It'll
to
happen.
meet Sam's new character.
So on the plus side, it's not the person we expected to walk off the cliff, walk off the roof again.
Taryc, yeah, you hear cacophonous noises.
I need to zoom in because I'm trying to see everything and I can't. Okay. I am going here, yelling, Ebenzer, your staff's over here, dropping the staff. 5, 10. Where are they? 20, 25, 30.
Hear noises on the other side of this wall.
Double move to here. And I'm going to use a bonus action because I don't have any attacks anyways to command. Actually, wait, do I need to command him? He has 40, so 5. Yeah, you'll double move to here. So he's not going to be able to get in there, but he can give someone a weapon boost. That's my turn.
Okay.
What is that? Wait, are mimics like known things, or is this
Yes,
or mimics more
mimics are
storyline?
adventuring schooling 101.
Okay, so it's not adventuring. These are tales we tell adventurers not to loot everything at once.
Basically, like, they're not so common that, like, you need to keep your eye out for them constantly. This isn't Shaoen. But, yeah, they're a known quantity.
So we know it is. Like, so...
Yeah, I'm not even going to ask for rolls.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
It's a myth. Wow, they have a
Before
mimic.
Cassian goes,
I can see that Taryc. Now
Holy
do
fuck.
something.
The mimic is suddenly propelled upwards as the maid comes through the floor directly beneath it. Her hand's just pushing up, and
Holy shit.
That's
That's a big hit.
That is a very big hit.
minus
This is
7.
why you don't upset the maid.
And then we roll a D100. I'm going to choose high. Nope, still no luck. Okay. And is that all she could do? Yep. Okay. Cassian.
Okay, so
There's a
stairs are
lot of
difficult
noise going
terrain,
up.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to there.
Go to there. Okay, in that case, that means that on the other map, you are right here.
Nice.
Iala.
Let's see.
Is she still attached to the mimic?
Yes.
Yeah, still grappled. Let's see.
Which I think ironically means you got. Oh, actually, no. Oh, shit. The poltergeist forced movement.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I
You're
would have launched
free.
it in the air.
Wow. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, and now that you're free, the mimic goes back to being a chest. It does not seem to be trying to attack you.
Yeah, it kind of just steps back away from it.
Is it over? Is it done?
She just kind of cautiously looks at it. I think it's back to pretending. I don't know. No, why don't you touch it?
Is there any more in there? Are there any more
Um,
mimics? Can you see?
The maid is floating up through the floor and is making scolding motions at the mimic.
Thank you very much. Melinda, was it? Miranda? What was her name?
Malaya.
Thank you very much, Malaya. I very much appreciate it.
She curtsies to you.
Do you know how to open it safely?
She gives you a confused look. She just
It's a
crosses
mimic.
her,
Look,
You don't
I can
open.
fly!
It's a living thing.
she
You don't
crosses her
open it
hands in front of her chest.
unless you want
Yeah.
to eat it. I don't think mimics are supposed to taste good.
We'll
Is this
see.
the only mimic in here?
It's
She
only
nods.
2 chests.
Nim, you're flying. By the fact that you sort of stepped towards the edge, Nomi picked you up by the back of your finger and is now just flapping off, taking you where you want.
Hey, I can fly, dummy. See? I can fly like you.
Don't hear Nim anymore. Is that?
I don't hear Nim anymore.
The last you heard was Namiga or Nim say, I can fly! And then she went quiet.
Nim, are you okay? Nim? Uh-oh.
Tori Fowler's just peering out a window, watching Nim going into the distance. Evanzar. Fucking Evanzar.
Yeah, bizarre.
Noah goes up to the window. Nim? Oh no, where is she?
I mean,
You know what? Evanzar's opening up a window and he's just going, oh, what tasty treat do I have now? And Nomi is going to turn around.
I knew exactly where that token's going.
Yeah. You're going to get put into one of Evanzar's pockets with your own tasty treat. You have, oh no, yeah, you've got like a bit of candy in with you, Nim.
Old hard candy.
Uh-huh.
Grandpa has candy in his pockets.
And there's like the horrible crunching noise of like pseudo dragon teeth trying to like grind and bite against candy. What is tougher? Let's find out.
Yeah.
And,
Nim is actually attached to the candy, as that's what would happen.
And Mizar's just gonna take Nomi this way. And Mizar likes his new familiar.
He's got 2 for the price of 1 right now. He's got a raven and he's got nothing in him.
Okay, what's going on?
Oh,
I
nothing.
lost Nim.
No, I have Nim right here.
Oh, phew.
There is.
You're able to make your way over, Cassian.
Yeah.
They are keeping dangerous things hidden in their closets that are behind bookshelves.
Well, good that you found it, I suppose. What did you find?
One of them is a mimic.
Oh, a mimic. Is it? Did you kill it?
No, I think it's just resting now. Once it stopped attacking.
Oh, come here, girl. He's gesturing at you, Iala.
She comes over.
He's just casting some pressing and mending on you to fix up your outfit.
Oh, thank you.
You
Good,
have like a ripped open shirt.
good chomp on you, didn't it?
Yes, that was not the best.
But it's
Not
not
one of
pursuing
my
you
final
now.
moments.
That's interesting. It means it's at least partially tame.
Then I think I will make sure it knows who is calling the shots in here. She just knocks her hand on the wall.
There is no response.
She didn't expect one.
Shouldn't you be able to communicate it one chest to another?
Wow.
Iala is just gonna go back in here. I also found this box. This other box. She takes out the other box inside, but keeping the wrap on it.
And
I could not open it just yet. Was interrupted by this thing. She just motions over to the mimic. Going to try and see if I can open it up, but I need Cassian to tell me if it's cursed or not. Now that I know that they might have cursed artifacts around here, just simply lying around.
indeed, I'm glad we have such a talented wizard to come do that for us. Cassian!
Why do I feel like I'm being abused?
It's
My
practice,
spell
my
slots.
boy.
Ooh, what's in here?
My spell slots. Okay, Cassian's going to take the box. I'll have this back to you in a little bit.
Thank you,
2
Cassian.
days later.
Well, that was exciting. Once Cassian has ascertained the nature of that box, Nim, no. And he's reaching into his pocket and he's like trying to get you off the piece of candy before it actually becomes too sticky, you know?
I don't know if I can get free. I give up.
It's like a fly caught on fly paper.
This is
where
how
I
I die.
He is using Prestige to clean you.
My
And
tail is all tangled up.
he's
and
gonna
sticky.
he's gonna let out a little sigh. He's putting out a large to you Nim file, and he's just pouring a little bit of liquid onto like a fingertip, and he's like bringing it to your face. Nim, it's this horrible sight. Nim, drink. Nim,
No.
Nim,
No.
Nim,
No.
drink.
No.
Nim,
No.
Nim,
No.
drink.
No.
Alright, he's gonna force you to consume this droplet. And then, oh, it's so bad. It tastes bad, and then you feel awful.
Oh, I don't want to live anymore. I cast darkness.
Marvelous. He's gonna like just carry you through the building in this darkness. It doesn't bother him. Alright, what have we learned about drugs,
Everything's
young
too
Nim?
bright. What drugs? I wanted to open the book.
What? What book? He does not know about the bookshelf.
There was a book and it said her secret treasures, and I told it to reveal its secrets to me, and it just would hang on the bookcase and it wouldn't come off.
Desperate young thing, aren't you? We need to get you a whore.
My word.
What? What do you think adventurers do with most of their earnings?
Buy
Save
food.
them up in well established banking scenarios.
Good
I don't
God,
know.
what is wrong with you?
No, I'm the investment banker.
I don't know. It was very fuzzy after there was a weird powder that like suddenly exploded in my face.
He's just shaking his head in despair at the state of current day adventurers.
Hey, I said food. These mean something.
Right, He's going to take Nim downstairs. And
Away from the
Cassian,
powder.
you ritual casting. Cassian's dead. Rip.
Sorry.
Long live Cassian.
What's up?
I asked you ritual casting.
Yes.
Identify.
Yes.
Okay. You are able to identify that this is a magical chest that can only be opened by focal command. Or, of course, dispellation of its inherent magics.
Does it reveal the
Well, I don't have to spell, so.
It does not reveal the command, unfortunately.
Okay.
Identify might do
Okay.
that, right?
Well, the ritual cast was
Right.
identify.
Oh,
However,
yeah,
it's
never
a
mind.
pretty poor magical locking spell that lets you know how you open it by just identifying it, which most people do with
Yeah.
magic.
Yep, agreed.
Cassian's going to come back. Okay. It's a magical box. It has a locking spell on it. You need to know the password.
You
You
know
know
what
the
the
password?
password is?
It would be a very poor magical lock if it told you the password when you identified it.
Money.
Like Cassian, I thought this was something you could handle. She takes the box back.
You almost killed the DM with that.
Ma-
Right.
Magic
Obviously
only goes
money.
so far.
And so Iala went downstairs to the other wizard.
Who made the fox unbeknownst to us?
I assume most of you gathered for this anyway. I was going to go, I could do so tomorrow. I do not have it prepared today.
My
I
head
will be
hurts.
waiting with bated breath.
Heavens, I don't feel so good.
I think you probably could do with a good meal, young Nim. How about we head out into town and grab any necessities we need and grab something to eat?
Sounds good to me.
And he's going to look at all of you. Keep your eyes out for any... Look for thieves and murderers to sell drugs to.
We're not selling the drugs.
Why are we not selling the drugs?
Because they're bad.
No, they feel really good. If we can keep them, I'm okay with that.
You want to keep the drugs?
We are not keeping
Well,
the
I
No.
mean, if Noah doesn't want to sell them, I guess we'll have to use them. It would be
No.
a waste
can't just-
otherwise.
You can't just burn thousands of gold's worth of drugs.
Yeah, that
Throw
would be
them in the
wrong.
river.
No,
Drugging
very
the animals,
wrong.
aren't we?
Don't do that. Not good for plants and trees and fish.
Listen, I just don't.
I will dispose of the drugs. Do not worry, Noah.
You are
You're
not.
not doing
Well,
that.
can
Not
we
getting
come
any
to a
more, no.
compromise here? How about we ascertain a neutral party to at least identify the goods first?
Can do that, but I still don't. I just don't like.
What
giving-
if I give them to my patron? She might like them.
That's actually, yes, you might.
We could give them to the Fae.
That's
Oh,
a
Oh,
oh god.
I,
Oh god.
horrifying but
saying that's
genius
not-
idea.
Sprites on heroin. Oh god.
It can't get any worse. It's just as bad as giving them alcohol, really.
No, I have a feeling that it's worse than alcohol.
I think Pan would
I will
approve.
admit, that's
Cassian
probably
suddenly
a
has
really
this very,
good.
very far staring look like, no, we are not doing that.
I want
will
to see
admit
the
this
drug to
probably
fade,
a-
though.
Oh, it would be great, but no.
Didn't
it
you
would be
just
a
want to
great
see one?
gift, but I
Kind
really
of.
don't want to see for the other end of that scenario.
I
It won't
really
hurt
want to
them
see
be-
Faye on drugs.
to see the
No,
Fae.
we're not going to give Faye
I'm
drugs.
so old and close to death's
Faye.
door, young Noah. You must grant me
Faye
this
on
wish.
To
speed.
fix that, you can't trick me.
Well, if we can't
Fae
sell the
on
drugs, we
speed.
should give them to the Fae and watch what happens.
Why don't you want anybody to have drugs, young Noah?
Because it's going to be used by people who will take away the freedoms of those who use it. And I really don't like those people.
What if they just want to take them
can't have it.
themselves? These might be rich people's drugs.
I am not arguing with you on this.
How
Don't
about
worry,
this?
Noah.
If it's drugs that are exploitative of the common man, we will destroy them or give them to the Fae. If it's rich people drugs, we sell it to the rich bastards.
Noah kind of sighs and mulls it over.
It's our first compromise, Noah. My guiding light.
Noah just leaves.
Or I will go in the room and I will take them when no
She
one
agrees.
is looking.
I
Compromise!
think that works well.
Why do you have my staff?
I mean, it is over by Noah, unless you picked Great. You would have had to walk Great past it.
He is in a dark field at the moment.
Well, I did yell it's over here earlier, so I can't see it over there. That's the problem. I can't see it in the dark. He can.
He's gonna take
Oh,
his
I'm
stuff.
sorry, let me dismiss the darkness. It's so bright right now after the drugs got taken away from
It does. It makes my point understandably harder to argue with. Noah was arguing with a dark orb.
He's arguing
Noah,
with the dark.
I am not the shadows.
Oh. Wow, we sure he didn't try some of the drugs.
You may have got a bit of a contact high.
There's that much on them.
Evansar, what culture were the people who used to live here?
Oh, like historically or like
rich
currently?
bastards.
Rich
bastards.
We're
What do
mixed.
they identify as most likely?
Well, I didn't practically converse with them, but to me they look like your typical upper toffee types from Laril.
Were they human or?
Oh, yes.
And what is the language from Laril? Lanasian?
Lanosian, yeah. Which is essentially the language of Malady as well.
Cassian's just going in flat out in Lanasian. Open.
Oh, I like it. No cigarro.
Money.
And Cassian's just going to start randomly saying words in different languages at the box.
I'll tell you what, Cassian, give me a D100 roll. If you roll 100, it opens.
If I give him guidance,
If you give him guidance, then it will open on a 99 or 100.
I am poking my head into where the mimic was and seeing if there's any notes or paper or anything in there.
Oh, it's in the opposite direction. Well, Cassie's going to be at that for a while.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
We're going to town?
Let's go to town.
Okay.
I mean, I could probably find the password in the book somewhere, but it's going to be more fun to try and brute force this
I
thing.
think that if we are going to make contact with very illicit people, we need to take tiny sample.
No,
You're not doing any more of that,
I'm not doing that. We're not going to carry drugs around town without a goal.
Okay. But
I hope we
We
don't
could.
wake up in the middle of the night by the sound of her hammering herself against the wall or something. After taking
I
the...
had this weird vision of a big cheese piece sitting on the floor.
Do you want us to go get some cheese?
I want some cheese, yes.
Okay, let's go get some cheese. Right. The group of you can head into town. Maltori is going to give you all that 100 gold spending money. And seems just content to let you all sort of like go ham for a bit. Ouch, my throat. As you are wandering about town, is there anything that people in particular are keeping their eyes out for?
I am.
Not...
I am keeping an eye out for any brownie neighborhoods, because that would be important for me.
Okay, yeah, brownie neighborhoods.
As well as the drow. I'm looking for the drow.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Someone's
Because
supposed
the
to-
drow called me beautiful, and inherently, Nim is accustomed to when she says "Hey, sexy" to somebody, they say "Hi, cutie" or "Aren't you adorable?" But this person said "Hey, beautiful," so Nim's gonna earmark that one.
Yeah, see, they spoke in Knowles. That's a different story for this, but
I
yeah.
wasn't there for that, but yeah.
Yeah, you were. I thought you were.
No, I was upstairs.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went upstairs before they started hitting on Noah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So I don't know they hit on Noah, which would immediately have dashed my hopes, and I wouldn't go looking for them. My hopes and dream are still alive right now. They'll die soon.
Okay,
They'll
so
die crying in the
Nim
corner in a minute.
is Brownie Districts and the Drow.
Drow.
I assume most of you are keeping an eye on Drow that were told that there was going to be another meeting. What about Taryc? What is Taryc keeping an eye out for?
Also the drow just.
Yeah, I'm assuming the Drow.
yeah.
Yes.
Noah, I think, will keep an eye out for
Oh.
Bay interruptions. Like if there's I don't know, a hidden door or something like that. Something Bay.
We just found 2 hidden doors.
Well, for Noah's benefit, I will tell you that face stuff basically never happens inside of civilized towns or cities.
Okay. I didn't know if that
Yeah.
was the case. Okay, so then Noah is going to be looking out for bookshops, I think.
Bookshops, okay.
And
Street meats.
bakery.
And a bakery, okay. Bakery and a bookshop. 1 second. Okay, Taryc?
2 big things is would it be a saddlery or just a leather worker? Basically, because I know it's going to be a
if you're actually
questionable
looking
thing.
for saddles, you would want a professional specializing in it.
So,
yes.
Yeah, because I'm looking for that and
Someone who
person
makes
can
barding.
make a muzzle for mounts too, because I have a feeling Saeed's going to be told he needs a muzzle at some point in the civilized world for some reason. And also, guess butcher would be it. Basically, someone who processes game animals coming in. I'm guessing it would be
Okay.
butcher.
So you're essentially looking for a tack shop and a butcher.
Yep.
Okay. What about Cassian?
Oh. What would Cassian be looking for?
What would Cassian be looking for?
Iala is looking for magical knickknack shops and stuff. They might not be things. They don't need to be useful. They just need to be neat.
Okay.
Cassian's looking for a tinkerer shop.
Okay. Now, when you say tinkerer, are you talking about people that specialize in mechanical stuff, or are you talking about like the profession of tinkerer, as in like fixer upper of all different kind of things and so on?
Mechanical clockwork
Okay.
stuff.
Okay.
Magical effects without magic.
Watches are expensive.
Very expensive.
So our compasses.
Yeah, just get the ones that don't work. Very cheap.
All right. In that case, a couple of these will come up before you, because once you start walking through this newer, nicer district that you've settled on the side of, is where you're going to find a couple of the upper class things. So yeah, we're going to say it's not a dedicated like clockwork store or anything like that. Like it's basically a lot of noble finery, but you do see clocks in the window, Cassian, as you go by.
They probably sell like fancy vases and
Yes.
shit like that, bric-a-brac that nobles would want for display.
Because you'll find a lot of people that make this stuff aren't actually going to own storefronts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you see a place that might have some of this kind of stuff.
Cassian's window shopping.
All right. There are no prices listed, Cassian.
Oh, of course not. It's highbrow. No, Cassian's just looking through the window, seeing what's what.
Okay. Yeah. You see like really beautiful, finely rendered rugs. There are paintings in there, phases, clocks. Actually, we're going to combine these because I believe that it would. This is not an adventurer's store. There are magical items in here, but they are to improve your home life. Iala as well, you'll see like
this is probably where you can buy perfumes and shit too, right?
Yeah, perfumes and such. Also on big prominent display is a bathtub that has like this sign next to it that describes its self-heating properties, produces its own water.
Wow.
Wow, my brain just literally went, it's a giant, heated, endless decanter.
Like, it'd be way more efficient to get one of those stones that can just clean you off, but this is for somebody that enjoys their baths.
Why would anyone enjoy bath? You get wet, you smell
Have
bad
a
for a
look.
little bit afterwards.
Have a look.
Oh, yes. Oh, that looks relaxing, doesn't it?
They have glass in their windows.
Glass, yeah. Oh, have you been to a town that uses glass before, Nim?
Not really, no.
Yes, it's always become all the new rage. Keeps everything out, smells, even some sounds.
I am more concerned about what's behind the glass. I like the look of that tub.
It's shiny.
Well, we're not the richest. We'll have to do some work to earn money still. But if you want to go in and browse,
Not
children.
outrageous, but
Or
Mr.
sell the drugs.
Montori, you were just bragging last night about how you are completely effing rich as a wizard.
There are
sell
different
things,
degrees
maybe
of
we
rich. I can afford things from here. However, it will eat into my funds.
You don't want to get a nice, comfortable, warm bath for the new mansion that we just purchased?
His eyes narrow a bit as if he sees what's going on here. I'm
How
sure.
did the birds not fly into it?
What? The bath?
The glass.
Oh, the glass.
Oh, it's not the glass.
It's quite
Never
visible.
mind, I'm not talking about the
This
glass.
this is old-timey glass. This is not fully transparent. Birds will see this shit.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. The word.
It's so shiny. It reflects. It's so pretty, like water.
Well, yes. Look, if you want to go take a look inside, please feel free.
But can we buy anything from in there?
I want to go see if they have perfumes.
He
Taryc's just gonna
lets
walk
out
in.
a low sigh before he taps his staff as if like calling attention to the class.
Taryc's just walking in.
Taryc,
I want to go too.
You
I'm
said
going
to go look.
1 second, please.
Taryc should walk back.
You all may go in. You all may choose a small piece of bric-a-brac that is not too expensive, and you may come to an agreement as a group about one expensive necessity.
Wait, we get one item each, and then there's one group item.
Yes.
Oh, that
Okay.
sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Someone
He just like
choose
gestures
shop.
dismissively. He said, you could go in now.
Alright.
Someone-
I'll watch
No goes in.
Saeed.
Thank you. Saeed was already probably going in with me anyway. I need everything soon.
Right, so
Talia is pleased.
you all swarm into this store. The half-elven gentleman running it looks mildly concerned as this motley crew enters, but he steps out, playing his role, and just goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, how may I help you?"
We would like to look at things to decorate our new manor house that we have purchased. Do you in fact sell perfumes or decorative things for smaller capacities?
Yes, I carry a fine line of brownie-tailored goods, if you'd like to look at those.
Okay, I will look at those.
He actually takes you over to a section of the store that is, like, it's actually laid out, like, walkways and everything for brownies. And he takes you over there and he just addresses everyone. If anyone has any need of assistance, please call upon me.
Of course. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So you can find all manner of things. I'm not going to describe every single item in the store because that is pure madness. But what's everybody looking for? Like, what's their little desires?
I have an idea already.
All right. What
Alright,
does
so
Nim crave?
Nim would either like to have like a tiny little vase with very, very tiny, brightly colored feathers in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just for decoration.
Yeah.
Or she would be very interested in a pretty piece of. Wouldn't be like the most expensive, but it's because it's nicely made, like kind of like a fancy dog bowl a nobleman would get for their dog for Nami to have.
Okay.
So either one of those things would be something Nim would be very interested in.
I will say,
but she doesn't want something like fully made of metal or something really fancy, just nicely potteried kind of thing.
Yeah. I will say you will find sort of brownie scale, like almost porcelain phases and so on. They've all got varying different patterns. Some are more flowery, some have a sort of just random blue patterning. Others are like patterned in the way of like we've let the kiln decide where the colours come out, that kind of shit. And none of them have anything pre-placed in them right now, but you could easily get little feathers. There's also magical phases, some which are labelled as if they preserve what is put into them, so you don't have to change flowers out and such. There's also like a sort of small selection of perfumes and so on. And on the large scale, yes, here is the bowl for your finest hound kind of stuff as well.
Right. Then we'll get the hound bowl because
you wanna get the hound bowl?
for Nami. It won't be probably she's not going to go for the most expensive one. She wants one that's kind of deep for Nami because Nami wants probably
the sort of of diving the head fully into something.
And also like something that looks a little bit more durable but still fancier looking kind of thing.
Okay, so Nim's looking for that. What about Taryc? What's Taryc looking for?
Okay, I was hoping you were going to come to me next.
Okay, we'll skip you for now.
Yes.
Iala.
I can imagine this place is called Bed, Bath, and Beyond the Veil.
No, that one went out of business.
Actually, as such a fine shop, there is no titling on the doorway. There is just it just looks like there is a family emblem.
Okay.
Ooh, it's a family.
Let's see. What?
I'm gonna buy perfume out of pocket, but my special item that I want to get from Evanzar is definitely gonna be the bowl.
She is really concerned about the bath. She really wants that for the house.
You
For smaller knickknacks, she is looking for something that. Let's see. I'm just looking at the room right now to see if there's anything you can stuff in there. A super comfy blanket.
You want a nice blanket.
An opulent comforter.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, yes, you can find both a line of like incredibly decorated, like beautiful blankets, like insane thread count for the time, lovely materials. You can also find an enchanted blanket that is said to keep you at the perfect temperature at all times.
That one. That one. The perfect temperature. I want this one.
All right. So
Are you sure?
You see
Is
that?
it really necessary?
Yes. Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, can't you just use more or less blankets?
But it's. I only need one. It's cost efficient.
How do you even know it worked?
Well, if they were selling something that didn't work, it wouldn't be a very good store for the nobles. There'd be a lot of complaints, and then they'd be forced to pay a lot of money.
Speaking of Noah, what did you choose out as you're having this conversation with Iala?
I'm thinking of
One of those drinky birds that you just set up and they drink from a glass of water.
Yes, you can find one of those.
Oh my lord!
That would actually be like probably the rage for noblemen to have that kind of a thing on there.
You can find it in different styles, though. Would you like this large sort of
That
crane
was
like
Cross
Do you
talking.
want-
Let me actually say what I wanted
Alright,
for
so-
Noah.
No, Cross minus 1 DKP.
What?
You get punished.
Well, you just lost a dragon point.
No.
Dragon
My
kill
dragon
point.
Okay, Noah, what is it you desire?
I was wondering, whether they had like a world map or a fish tank that Noah could have.
As far as the world map goes, I'm gonna say they do sell a globe in here. It's not accurate. Like you can't say figures to scale, but it does show like the various land masses. It's stylized, but that's about as good as you get in this era. It's not going to be something you can use for guidance, but it is a good decorative piece as a representation. What was the other thing that
It's
you were
what
interested in?
educated people think of the world.
A fish tank?
A fish tank. Oh, that's an interesting question. I
Probably
don't
do fish bowls, right?
Yeah, I think there's fish bowls. A large scale fish tank is actually kind of tricky because how hard it is to make fine glass at this point. I will say, give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligent.
Okay. No, I think that looking around, seeing all these different goods and so on, you see that like there is a consistency in some of the designs here. Like you can clearly tell that some of these things are made by one person, another bunch of set things are made by one person. So it's clearly different artisans providing these goods. But the fact that they've got multiple from the same artisan suggests that they've got a contact line, which means you might be able to get something commissioned. But yes, they have fish bowls. They do not have a large fish tank.
Then
Because I would, error-wise, they're more likely to maintain a pond in this time and day.
we can make a pond. That's actually.
We actually could probably make a pond on
Yeah.
our property because we have the room.
That's,
So if
that's
you wanted a
pretty
fish
good.
pond, we could do that.
Then I think Noah would go for a globe.
Okay. Right. You choose the globe. Okay. Cassian?
Cassian's looking around and just nothing's clicking with him. He's just looking at everything like it's a little too highbrow for him.
You don't want the fine metal encased traveling quill?
Got ink pens.
Ink pens are expensive.
What's with all this extra flamboyancy? It just needs to deliver ink to paper.
Cassian,
Out of character, someone may be glaring at you.
Cassian, if you're
Pursuit.
having trouble finding the item you want, I call your free item.
What's in it for me?
Would there be anything for you? You're giving up a gift.
I'll take the box.
You can't take the box. I found it first.
I thought I
And you don't
found
get the
it.
free item.
You can't take someone else's belongings. How could
take
you?
Someone else's gift.
Cassian, if perhaps you are not interested in something in particular, maybe we could get something nice for Miss Malaya
Mr. Mallory. Yes.
or Mr. Mallory. Yeah, he is. Maybe they have comfy cushion we can put in rocking chair for old man.
They
It's just
have
a
a blanket
suggestion.
that's always comfortable, no matter where you put it.
Maybe cushion.
No, Cassian's literally asking. I'm literally asking. Do they have a blanket that's comfortable everywhere?
There was the temperature listed one. If you're thinking padding, there is not, simply because most of it's intended for at-home stuff.
Okay. Well, is there a comfy cushion?
Yeah, there's some there are some beautifully made cushions. There's some that are meant for like large day beds, lounge chairs, which probably more fitting for you. Yeah, they're very, very nicely made. Some are actually part of loungers themselves. Some are separate, in case people want to upholster their own.
Look, Cassian, here is a long pillow. It has a image of a horse on it.
That's racist.
Actually, also probably accurate. Heraldry's symbology is very popular with nobles.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't say it wasn't there. I'm saying if you're racist, that you pointed out that hey,
Uh-huh.
it's for you. It's a horse.
No,
It is
Cassian's
a-
going for the cushion for the chair.
Okay. All right. And Taryc, have you come to a decision?
So this is going to be probably the only person who's coming with something. Do they have the equivalent of a Galileo thermometer? I don't know if you've seen those.
A
The little tube with the little link with the little different bubbles.
Oh, yes, I've seen one of
And
those.
it tells.
Um,
Do they have one of those?
let's see.
If not,
no, they do not have one of
Okay.
those. I'm just looking at its construction method and like,
yeah. I mean, it was made by Galileo.
yeah,
so it was worth it
it's
at that.
possible, but
But
I think it's
how
something you could
about-
likely get commissioned, but they don't have one.
But don't have any. How about a? Because it seems to be a lot of glass. Glass decanter.
Yes, they have a selection of flying glass, air quote, crystal decanters.
Do they have any in the shape of animals?
What animal are you looking for?
She
You're
doesn't know
from
that much
Tuli,
about
get
the
an
animals
elephant.
here. No, because she's actually going for something that
No,
would actually
you
be
don't
their
want
good
what these
hunter.
people think an elephant looks like in decanter form.
It's just a lump. They say
Oh,
Um,
get one that looks like a dragon, like a big long neck, and then it's like breathing water. It's like Vaporeon.
Draconic imagery is also popular amongst the nobility, so likely
Yeah.
to exist.
I was just say that or wolf actually, because we know
Okay.
wolves are in the area.
Not a wolf per such, but there does seem to be a fine hunting hound.
I mean, it's a hunter. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
carefully pick up one.
Right. Okay. After a little bit. Also, the offerings for group selection. There was pointed out in the bath. There appears to be what looks like to be a cooktop that is magically enchanted to supply its own heat. It's a large unit, something that's supposed to be installed. It's essentially a range, an old school one. There is a box of sconces that are supposed to supply their own light. And let's see, what else are we going to put on the offering? Oh, and there is a very large chest that promises to keep anything within it fresh.
But does it rival other chests that we already have in the party?
No, nothing
Nothing
can.
can rival that.
Okay.
That's what the reduced spells for.
So those
Yeah,
are
Still don't have
those,
that mimic tamed, so
those are your
I hate to
selections.
say it. I think the bath is the best because that's the hardest thing to do as a bath.
I
Well,
want
that's
the
me.
bath.
So we've got 2 votes for bath.
I mean, do you think they have a star moth out back?
I don't think they have anything from Spelljammer out back, no.
Then
I would
maybe
veto the Star Moth because I don't want to go to space. No.
Hey.
Space.
So I
Taryk's
think
going to be going for the preserving one personally, so that's where her vote's going.
Taryc votes.
She don't care about no bath.
Preservation.
Why are you going for preserving? It's against your god.
No, it keeps it fresh. It doesn't preserve it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What?
So
I thought that's what
is
preserving.
that preserving though?
Yeah.
I think that's actually a theological debate, and I don't think,
Yeah.
Taryc, you know for sure whether that's against
Yeah.
your word or not.
yeah, she doesn't know enough, and she'd say yes because that way
In
the
fact,
hunt can
do
happen
you
more
want to
often.
give me a religion
Or-
check?
Sure. Let's see. You know, this would be something she'd actually do. Reroll. Are you gonna roll?
I'm not going to give you the full answer, but I think Taryc will realize that the preservation thing is about delaying the frequency of the hunt,
Okay.
so that
Yeah.
that might
Actually, then actually
inform.
she'd probably actually do. Yeah, she'd probably do the cooking one actually.
Okay, So, Taryc versus cook. What about Cassian?
Because the use of salt isn't a problem if you're using it for flavoring. It's a problem if you're using
Yeah.
it to make it so you don't have to hunt as much.
Cassian's is all in for the tub.
Okay, that's 3 for the bath, which means that nothing else can actually win at this point.
Yes.
But I would still like to know what would Noah think?
Honestly, I think the tub.
Okay,
is
so
pretty good.
so Taryc is making like eyes at this cooktop, where everyone else is like pointing at the tub. Yes, yes.
I like the tub as a later purchase. I do like the idea, or the cooktop as a later purchase, because I do agree that that's very useful. But fire is less of a problem as is heating water, carrying water, doing water.
We can't just prestidigitate
that
ourselves all the time.
Right.
Some of us can't
I'm
prestidigitate at all.
I'm just gonna bring up and Noel's gonna be in water.
Well,
Think of
it
the
makes
smell
sense.
of
It
the
makes sense that you wouldn't want bath, right?
Yeah,
Because-
exactly.
yeah, but it also makes sense the rest
I
of us
want
do
a
want
picture
bath.
desperately of somebody trying to lift Taryc into the bath like he do with a reluctant dog, just limbs splayed out.
Like I
wanna
fully
see any of them
believe
try.
it would be believable to me that Nim would have possibly been in the camp of not bath, but I have a Dijin that is completely water based, so I want bath.
See, the problem that Nim has is Nim will drown in that.
No, I won't. I'll be fine. I can breathe underwater.
Right.
Okay, you'll be lost in it.
Yeah.
After a while of you guys wandering around, choosing your little items, looking at the larger selections, the doorbell jingles as Ebenzar walks in, and you can see outside Said is just chewing on his stick. And
Just accepting this inevitability.
he just comes in and goes, "Okay, children, have you made your selections?"
Yes, we have everything we want.
Marvelous. And he sort of gestures for you all to bring everything you want up, looks over what you've chosen, and just smiles a bit and nods.
Nim's gonna buy her own perfume because I was gonna buy perfume.
Okay.
I'll buy it here.
A
So.
brownie-sized bottle of perfume from this place is going to cost 10 gold pieces.
Okay, done.
All right.
Iala is also buying her perfume.
Okay.
Here, that's on her list.
A normal-sized person perfume for this place is going to cost 25 gold pieces.
Oh, that's a lot more expensive than I thought it was.
This is a
That's
very
we're in the Noble
expensive
District.
store.
Is there cheaper perfume out there? No, wait. Iala wouldn't go for cheaper perfume.
That's the problem. Is now that you know that fancy perfume exists, could you settle for cheaper?
No, I don't
Everyone's
think
just
Iala
watching,
would.
going, "You feel it, don't you? The adventure drive, money, money."
I felt that before I was an adventurer.
No, I do want to know how much Nami's bowl was.
Well, in that case, you might have to do a roll to do this because everyone brings their stuff up.
Yeah.
He looks at everybody and goes, "And have you chosen the group item?"
Yes, we had. It was a unanimous decision on the bath.
Blair
Not quite.
at
I mean, I
unanimous.
think that Taryc is very upset about it, but yeah, we went with the bathtub.
What was it that you wanted, Taryc?
The points over the cooktop there.
He just sort of like pats his shoulder as in commiseration, and then he just like makes a stewing dish with you all. Right, out you go.
Wait, I want to know how much this bowl is. Sir?
Impolite
Behind
to talk
counter?
about
When-
prices right
sir,
now, and he
how much
looks
is-
at
how
the.
much
I'm the one paying for this all, by the way, he says, looking at the half-elven gentleman, who just nods his head slowly and goes, in that case, if your companions wish to continue perusing, we can discuss the price in the back room. Acceptable. And he just smiles at the rest of you. Now, Nim, do you want to be sneaky?
Oh, there's an unfortunate series of events that's going on right now. in Nim's
you
head.
are being left alone here.
In a very expensive shop.
Yep.
And Taryc wants a cooktop.
Uh-huh.
How much do you want this cooktop, Taryc?
I don't think we're gonna convince him to buy 2 things.
Taryc, how much do you
well,
want this cooked up?
I want insight checks from everybody.
2.
Where's my character sheet? There it is.
All right.
It's
Anyone?
not including from
19.
him.
Yeah,
I'm at
including from
19.
Okay, so it's not against him.
I think we're doing it on our little
and-
old man who might be mind wiping somebody in the back room.
Anyone that rolls over a 15, he's giving you that look of be smart about this, but he clearly is giving you opportunity.
Thing is, Taryc doesn't understand what's going on at all, in
Which
either
I
way,
think
shape, or
only
form.
Cassian and Nim really get that from him.
Mm-hmm. If there's something.
Everyone else, you roll above 10, you just get that cheeky glimmer in his eyes.
Problem is out. Taryc doesn't understand what Nim's doing either.
What was that look? That was a very mischievous look.
He
I
has
think I
that look
know
every
what
so
you
often.
mean, but
Oh no, I feel compelled to go into my Genian realm for some reason. I stumble back towards the cooktop, putting my hand on it. Oh no, I think anything touching this cabinet
also,
might come with me.
Nim, give me a roll. This is an intelligence roll, and I don't think this might not dissuade you, but I want it anyway.
Yeah, sure. There might be people
Large
watching.
thing.
No.
Okay, yeah, I am giving no assistance here.
Oh god. I'm gonna make an insight real quick. Just... Nope.
This is
Nope.
going as it's going. Right.
Yep.
Nim, you stumble
actually,
back to that cooktop.
Yeah. Actually, I should have gotten my guidance on that, and then I can use my other
Cool, free.
thing. So it won't be enough. Nope, it won't be enough. So,
5. Yeah, cool. Let's change it,
Congratulations. Your intelligence rolls as good as my
I am
insight.
going to look around to see if there's any kind of like people watching or something like that.
No, you are absolutely alone here.
Are you going? Noah's just kneels next to Nim. Are you going to put this thing in? That place? Noah looks at it, and looks back at Nim.
don't you think this is going to be kind of obvious? Pretty big.
Oh, okay.
What the... I would actually think Taryc's actually seen her take other things besides her own belongings in there, so...
You have seen me drop things out of there, though, because I have literally dropped a cascade of items out. And I go, if you don't think I should, I won't spoil Taryc.
Well, if this is the fun item.
Iala kind of just flicks her wrist, and with this, overlays the
Okay.
Oh, God.
the stove, just another stove right where it was.
I am going to point out to GM that I am not the klepto here.
I know. So Nim, are you responding with the stove? Also, you have some time because they're discussing the prices. Might take a bit, so this is an opportunity to gather shit up if you want. How much do you want to steal? How obvious do you want to be about stealing? This is the this is the choice you make now.
Are there like any things that are like at the back of shelves and stuff like that are like?
Actually, you know what? Anybody that wants to partake in this endeavor, because I think between the discussion, it starts to become obvious what's going to unfold here.
All right, I'm gonna get an because this is a stovetop. Does it have like an oven that it opens up inside or anything like that? We could put things. All right, yeah, I'm gonna open up the oven and then I'm gonna have an unseen servant go around and I'm going to pick up things that are nice but not really nice. Not like maybe a plate,
Maybe another little.
You're being smart about it in the sense that you're not leaving like big gaps on the shelves where. Like,
no, I'm not.
nothing is.
I'm not grabbing
Just, like,
everything. I'm grabbing
here
like
and
I'm grabbing from things that are under. Like if there's a pile of blankets, I'm getting the
Uh-huh.
last blanket out the bottom, or I'm getting the one in the back, or I'm getting things like that with the unseen servant,
case,
and I'm just gonna grab little things like that.
I'm gonna ask who is partaking in this.
All
Cassian's not.
Iala is doing is helping with that illusion, but otherwise she's just standing with her arms crossed.
Okay,
All right, Nim's doing it all.
Nim's doing it
I
all.
was gonna say, Taryc actually looks and doesn't act. Taryc had to stretch because Taryc isn't fancy.
All right,
Taryc-
In that case,
Nim is the thief.
Give me an investigation check.
I
I was gonna say Taryk's not
I was
stopping
no-
any of it,
going-
but
I was kind of thinking that Noah might grab something.
Okay, in that case,
Roll.
Noah, give me an investigation check as well.
Investigate.
Oh, I wish I had any assistance. That would have been nice. Oh,
You've
well.
got Nomi.
Oh yeah, Nami can help. Can I do that with advantage?
Yeah, in that case, you get the 13.
I get the 13, and
I like
will
how
do...
all the guidance rolls were 4 there.
There. This will be my last one of these, I think. So that's a 17.
Okay, 17. And that's a 16 for Noah. All right. The both of you, not only is there stuff on the shelves, there are things behind this man's counter in like cupboards and drawers, clearly stuff that like either didn't sell well or is going to go out and sell, but it basically isn't actively out on display,
Yeah.
which might take a while longer for
frame.
him to realize it's gone.
Yeah, things that'll take a bit. We're gonna take some of that stuff, and then we're gonna shove it all in the oven, and then Nim's gonna whip it into genie space.
Okay. Right. Nim and Noah, you're going to get an assortment of just things in general, which I'm going to randomly do. But I would like for each of you to choose one item that you actively want beyond what Malfoy's buying you.
Like what are the like parameters? Just something random?
Basically something that could fit and be hidden away for this transportation. But if you want a fancy phase, if you want like a pocket watch, if you want
Nim wants a cushion.
You want a cushion? Right. You can get a fancy magically enchanted cushion of comfort.
Is there a spyglass in there at all?
Ooh, yes, I'll say this is spyglass.
All right, we grab a spyglass.
It's a beautifully done spyglass as well. It's like got a very. Do you prefer gold or silver?
Gold.
Right, it's golden. Got some nicely set rubies into it. Not enough to make it uncomfortable to hold, but you know it collapses a little bit. It's very nice. Okay. All right. You are able, Nim. You vanish into your vessel.
So suddenly there's just this like inaudible pop, like a little bubble, and then this tiny like sand grain little ring bounces on the ground for a second,
Which
and
I'll
then
say,
Nim
no,
immediately pops back up.
You come immediately out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Put my ring back on.
And a couple of minutes after that, Maltori comes out with the elven gentleman who looks very pleased. Like he's which actually, you know, insight checks again from everybody.
Let's see how bad I roll this time.
If you
yeah, I'm having Nami help me for keeping an eye because I'm using Nami. So yeah.
Nim and Cassian. Actually, Noah and Iala, do you actually have advantage?
I do not.
Okay. Noah and Iala, you can see a look of smug satisfaction on this man's face. Those that rolled above a 15, so Nim and Cassian, you can see it's a look of like, well, I just got one over on this rube, you know. Made this man overspend. Because clearly, you know, you're a rough-looking lot, even those of you that have fine address. It's, yeah. And he just comes out and goes, "Well, it is a pleasure doing business with you all. Please come by here again anytime." And Maltori sort of nods his head and goes, "Thank you very much, young man. I appreciate it. I remember the delivery to the new Maltori estate, yes." And he picks up the bundled up items, sans the bath, which will have to actually be delivered, unless people want to try and carry it. But It's heavy.
I was like, block and tackle. Wait, that only left.
Mr. Maltori, you should not be trying to carry such a heavy load. You're back.
Oh, yes, indeed. Taryc, my dear.
Yes.
Would you please?
Taryc will grab the bundle.
Shall we continue our tour of the city?
Yes, indeed. Let's continue on. And you're all able to head on out. And you can see Maltori's eyes linger where the cooker, well, air quote, still is.
Uh-huh.
But I think most of you can tell, like, the illusion doesn't fool him. The elven gentleman, however, just sits down behind his counter, looking quite pleased as you'll head on out of the store. And a little down the street, you have to get his stuff for him from Saeed, by the way, Taryc.
Yeah.
Which he just wipes off with his robe sleeve. Doesn't seem like put off by the slobbering on it.
I was going to just help herself to climbing up onto Mr. Maltori and then say softly into his ear,
I think we didn't take too much.
He just chuckles to himself and goes, grand.
Wait, was that what? Oh.
Taryc still doesn't understand what happened when you left the room.
No, I know what happened, but okay.
Taryc, you know how you take the lifeblood from certain creatures and to help sustain yourself?
Yes.
It's kind of like that. Only we're taking valuables from
wasn't
bastards.
understanding you were hinting to do it.
I told you to pick things out, and you are not very good at it.
You did very well.
Oh, fancy
No,
stuff.
I was also very good. It was good that you thought to go behind the counter. I couldn't open the doors.
I think I told you all that I started my adventuring days as a warlock, yes? Because I could not afford to become a wizard.
Expensive.
Expensive and, frankly, even if you could scrape together the coin, if you do not look the part, the bastards don't want you anyway. So, it fills me with great joy every time we can stick it to them in some way.
Oh, is that a wizard?
What? No, I mean...
No, that's a noble person.
The upper class
Oh,
finery.
okay.
Toffee-nosed snub bastards, you know?
I need a big nap later so I can get this giant cooker out of my room.
Oh, I didn't think you'd grab the whole cooker. That might come back to bite us, but we'll handle it.
They didn't see us leave with it.
He sort of cackles to himself a bit, and he
We'll
goes,
just have to go back and look like we were going to buy one.
that would
And
be
like,
funny.
Where's our cooker? Go back and try to buy a cooker and be
Still.
like, hey, we looked at a cooker. Where is it?
Well, he just shakes his head in amusement and goes, right, what do we have to eat? Someplace that serves... Oh, have you ever eaten melted cheese?
No, cheese can melt?
Yes. I know where we're going. All right, and he's going to lead you into town, and he'll stop you off at a. It's not a tavern per se. It is closer to a restaurant. You know, they just serve food, not so much focused on alcohol and drinking. But it is basically sections of cut roasted meats, and they do come along and they melt this wheel of cheese to pour over it. Served up with breads to help absorb a lot of that fatty, oily liquid and so on. Yes, it's very raclette-like. And he pays for your meals, treats you all, whatever drinks you want to get. What's that?
Delicious.
Yes.
This is very good.
Right, at this point, I think it's worth us maybe splitting up a bit. You, I'm sure, have little things you want to get yourselves, and you've got your pocket change, so... Well, should we meet back at the manor, or shall we have some drinks in the evening?
I can meet at the manor. At the...
Some of you know that you're supposed to meet that drow lady at dark again, back at that first place.
I don't know.
But if those people don't pipe up, then nobody will know.
Can you repeat again?
Some of you, namely Taryc and I believe Noah, are aware that you're supposed to meet that drow lady back at the original place you met her at Nightfall.
Yeah.
The midnight oil.
Mm-hmm.
At nightfall, we were supposed to. What? I think what's her name? The drow.
There was Awa,
Back
yes.
at this. Asked us to meet back at the where we spent the night.
Ears
doesn't
perk
remember
up
the
on
name.
them.
You got beautiful drow's name?
Wasn't to talk to.
She talked to you?
Yeah.
Oh,
She speaks Null, actually, which was a surprise.
she spoke to you in your no tongue?
I mean, nobody else can then understand, so I do not know if that was the reason or not.
Evansar is pouring into a little brownie-sized cup some more liquid. And he's going, here, to quench your thirst, young Nim.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's the same liquid!
Nim's gonna look downtrodden and just sip on her drink.
Oh, I'm not sorry. I've been meaning to ask you this.
She says as she finishes eating cheese
Be right
toast.
back.
So now that Cassian has revoked his tutelage under you, do you have a spot open for a protege?
You want to become a wizard, young lady?
Maybe not a wizard per se, but I would like to know more about the magic art.
Well, I can give you tutelage on Arcana in general, certainly. But an actual protege, that implies a little more. If you want to become my apprentice, then that means learning the art of wizardry. If you want just a tutor, then that service I can provide. I'd hope to educate you all in such matters.
I see.
She looks a bit disappointed.
I don't think I have the drive to do so much reading, if you understand.
you're interested from moving on from your patron?
Nim is saying this flatly.
Can't say. Well, I guess that's out in the air now.
No more lies, right?
I've never told a lie about any of this.
How very fair
But
of you.
no.
Listen.
But she's a dragon.
Either way, your patron, judging by your arts, it's not an active one, correct?
Correct. It was an equal exchange quite a while ago.
Did you make a promise with a sword?
It might have been a sword.
Listen, magical weapons, intelligent weapons, they don't compare to other patrons. And he seems to be like looking at Nim when he says this and goes, they are not so fully fleshed out a being. Simple wants and desires, hardly something to continue serving or aspire to, so can't blame young Iala. She doesn't have something as grand as you do.
It was a partnership for a while. I gave it something, it gave me something.
Then how about this? If you want to drift away from that a little, I might not be able to be your master in the traditional sense, but I can help you unlock further abilities that might be more tied to your draconic nature, things like that.
Yes, that.
She places her glass on the table.
That is something I'm just looking for?
Yeah, every half dragon out there has the capacity to become a sorceress being if they so please. Many don't because it's effort, but I'm sure we can get something out of you.
As long as there are not too many books. I do not absorb the information well.
Don't worry, it will be more feeling based.
That I can do.
Right, grand. In that case, he sort of like wipes his hands off on the tablecloth and stands up. We'll meet at the Midnight Oil in, after sundown, yes?
All right. Goodbye, Grandpa.
You can come with me if you want, young Nim. I'm only going to be wandering about.
I will follow Grandpa.
Okay. Right, he's going to wander off with Nim, and the rest of you can sort of scatter to start looking for certain things. Taryc, you are,
Yes.
in this time, everybody can do like their shopping list shopping. And on top of that, Taryc, yep, you're able to find a butcher. There's a few butchers in town, you know. Is there any particular, like, are you looking for somebody that's more selling cuts of meat themselves, somebody that's like providing a service for like catering? What are you?
I'm actually seeing about basically I'm going to using them to find out how good the hunting is around. 'Cause,
Okay, so
people
you're just
bringing
doing
in
that.
stuff often. The other one was actually for purchasing, so I have a feeling I need to special
Okay.
order stuff.
In that case, the butcher you're talking to will tell you that most of their stuff comes in from like the fields and so on. Like they have cattle out there and so on. However, if you go into the western forests, there's a decent amount of game in there. Every now and then, someone brings in the deer, or a large buck or something. It's a lot of pheasants and such, though.
The about what is how far out is the forest from the town?
The west forest is about 40 minutes out.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Keep note of that. 'Cause I'm
Right,
gonna
and
move
you
back
are
now.
indeed able to find a tack shop. It is mostly specialised in horses, although you will find one that is able to do like harnessing for dogs and so on. It appears, yes, there is like some small folk communities here, and they do use such things as mounts. If you want to get something done up for Saeed, they will happily take commission.
Okay, I am going to commission. I fit muzzle and saddle packs because that's saddle pack. Yeah, saddle pack saddle as
Pack
I
saddle,
put in my
yeah.
list because want something I can actually grab onto
They
on him
have
and
you
carry
try to like get Saeed to hold still so they can take appropriate measurements and such. Saeed's a baby, so it's a little tricky, but they seem to enjoy this. You know, Saeed gets fawned over a bit. These people like animals.
I'm also gonna pop out the collapsible rod because it technically is a magical item. And something else. Yep.
Yeah. Right.
I've heard
that gets him to settle down a bit. Yes. I'm glad you finally made the connection.
Yep. Yeah. No. I got that one. I've got a way to deal with it.
Right. You're able to do that. Noah, you're looking for a bakery and bookshop, right?
Yes.
All right. Again, few bakeries in town. You're looking for like more your bread and so on. You're looking for a fancier delicatessen, patisserie style. What's Noah seeking?
She is looking for just a nice family bakery. Nothing
Hearty, tasty, but simple.
Yeah, nothing nothing noble-ish.
Okay, yeah. So you do not go for any of the patisseries on the side of town that you essentially live on. You focus on the heartier stuff. Which you'll find a couple of bakeries. One of them which seems to have decent prices. The goods look a little bit nicer than the other place, and they do breads and rolls, and they have like a small selection of like various. It's just very basic sponge cakes, sometimes with something to sweeten them, local flora or certain sweeter plants. Not much in the way of. There's some sugared cakes, as in like as toppings, but sugar's a little pricier, so it's easier to use. You get more in the vein of carrot cake and so on.
They're going to take some carrot cake then.
Okay.
And bread.
And bread, right? A few copper pieces will get you, a couple of nice loaves of bread and some slices of carrot cake. If you want to buy a whole carrot cake, it runs you about 8 copper.
Yeah, they'll take an entire
Okay.
carrot.
And bookshop is a bit harder to find because, again, that's books are incredibly expensive.
Noble.
You're more likely to find a library, or if you want to find books, you basically go to a private collector and try to make deals. There is no real bookshop here.
Okay. Then maybe look just for a library.
If you want to find a library, you can.
Are you wanting a blank book, or are you wanting a book with something written in it? I think that's a good thing to establish.
Right now, if the cursory look around wasn't finding a bookstore, I think Noah will start like lowering the. Noah wants information.
Okay, so you just want information, right?
Yeah.
Which, yes, no, with that comment, I will point out, if anyone has books on their list that they're buying, specify what kind of book you're buying, because if you're trying to buy a blank book, beyond selling things to wizards for their spell work, that's not really a thing that happens. You'll be able to buy paper, write on it, and then get a book bound, because selling a blank book is an expensive endeavor that then suddenly just halts somebody when they might not be done writing, or waste a lot of paper if they don't get far enough. It's far more likely to write on sheets of paper, get it bound, you know?
Okay.
But yes, you're able to read in town. The closest town has a library is there is a upper class collector that is willing to give people access to his collection for a small fee, which basically funds him then acquiring more books. So it's a proto library essentially. It's just in private hands. But that's something you'd be able to like check into on the morrow. It's a bit late now, but there is a place you can go. In fact, I think you will learn. David Cleffenheath. You need to go to his estate.
Okay.
And Nim, in your journeys with Maltori, he's just wandering, but he seems to wander you closer to the brownie communities, as if like, I'm walking anyway, why not take young Nim somewhere she'll enjoy. And he also gets to feel like
Nim
a
was
giant.
content to follow Valtori anywhere, because she just kind of is kind of in that. We did something kind of hijinky, whatever we do the rest of the day. I feel like I've done
he
my
takes
job.
you down a street where one side of the street seems to be like it is buildings that are retrofitted to allow greater amounts of brownies, right? And yeah, you can see like these little catwalks going across building surfaces, like little mini streets and shit. You also briefly hear him sort of chuckling to himself, going, "I'm so big." He'll stop by briefly and just sort of nudge you and be like, "Oh, why don't you take a little look around?"
Okay. Do you want me to meet you somewhere?
I'll be at the end of the street. There's a nice tea shop down there. I'll wait there for you.
All right. You have a lovely time.
Get me something nice. A tiny snack.
Oh, a tiny snack. All
Get
right.
me a tiny snack.
I was amused by this. Good to go find a tiny cake for him.
Yeah, Nim, it's nice. It feels far more like being at home. You go basically into a town within a town. The exploration that you with your companions had done, around the town at large, essentially just happens again for you at your scale. You are able to find, clothiers that are far more focused on doing, brownie scale, which by the way, Nim? How does Nim react when she notices that she's actually sort of like getting looks, appraising in the sense of like, oh, she's nice looking, because Nim is unusual here and she's at scale here, and Yeah,
Nim's also exotic as fuck
yeah,
right here, right?
You notice that eyes, both male and female, sort of linger on you as you go by. You get smiles. At some point, a sort of fella who's running this like tiny little like baker's stall just waves you over, like, "Hey, come try this. Come join me in conversation. Come, and you're getting this wherever you're going in here."
Nim isn't really sure how to react to that because Nim wasn't a standout in Thule in
Also,
any
tiny
way.
brownie
So.
children are incredibly interested in Nomi, which you will see that you see pseudo-dragons here. Both like just hanging out in their usual manner of "I want food," but you do see some are like harnessed.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at getting a pack saddle for Nami while I'm here, and things like that. But Nim's actually strangely suddenly shy because again, she never gets the attention. She's always puts herself out there trying to get the attention, and is used to getting kind of blown off. So she's not sure how to take this.
As you shy a bit, like, and one particular place, like, you pass in to be a brownie tavern, and like you get a lot of attention there. Like you're suddenly almost swarmed by people trying to like, "Hey, look this way, cutie, come on, give me an eye, eh?" At which point, I think you're going to hear the sort of flapping of pseudo dragon weeks, which makes Nomiya squawk angrily. As a brownie hops off of their mount, pulling up a pair of goggles and giving you a kindly smile and just going, "Excuse me, miss, you new around town?"
Yeah, I am I just come into town recently. Hello.
I'm one of the guards here. Would you care for some company? I'll show you around.
Sir, I am allowed in town. Yes.
Of course. Yeah. Of course you're allowed around town. You're cousin to us.
Okay, I just make sure it's not illegal. You are a guard.
No, I just he sort of looks over at the and gives an almost severe look to the rowdier drunks here. Just making sure you're all right.
Oh, okay. Yes, I would welcome the company.
Right, come on, Tula. And he pats his pseudo dragon's neck, and Tula just sort of squawks it to him, and she follows along as he's busy. He doesn't press himself attention-wise to you, but just gives you company, and it keeps some people from just like obnoxiously.
No one comes up and slaps Nim's ass. You're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Which I think happened at the bar, which might have why he landed.
Yeah. Nim was like frozen in that moment of, I like this, but do I like this? I don't know. What is this?
I get an attention I desire, and I don't know how I feel about it.
This sounded like something I wanted, right?
And as he walks alongside you see he's actually taking like these thick padded gloves off and just tucking them into his belt. He's wearing like full riding leathers, which are at this point in time they're like almost cold weather gear. And he just sort of he doesn't really do
Which
much.
Nim is not dressed well for this weather because I'm still wearing my Thule clothes, unfortunately.
And he just goes, "It's I don't think I've seen a Trixie in a long time. What brings you across the waters, cousin?"
Oh, I was trying to be an adventurer. I sign up, go adventure, do things with party. It has not been working out so good. So, keeping my options open.
Oh, adventurer, huh?
Yeah, I go and I fought a monster at the lake. It was trying to kill a fisherman. It was very scary.
It's a brave thing for someone to do, especially our kind, huh?
Yeah, it is quite bad that it dragged one of our friends under the water. It was very terrifying.
Jeez, well, you must be a fierce sight then, huh?
I am all right. I'm pretty cool. You go down to guard. That's so great.
It's nothing much. Mostly it's scaring away hawks and such up in the sky,
No, that is still a big deal. I mean, I know, like in Thule, the Trixie and the Brownie guards. You have to work, twice as hard as everybody else, and It is a big deal.
You know what they say: twice as hard, but twice as fiercer.
Yeah, and we're better at spotting and taking good shots.
Yeah. I'm a pretty good shot myself, you know. Get me bow on target most of the time. And he sort of like, wipes his nose a little smugly, like, yeah, I'm having to boast about myself.
I'd love to see you shoot sometime.
Maybe you come down to the range and we have a bit of friendly competition.
Oh yeah, I have a bow. We could maybe you could give me some pointers.
I'm sure you could give me some as well, adventurer.
My name is Nim Arrowbane, and I offer a hand up to shake.
He like wipes his hand quickly as if like worried that it's dirty. Before sort of like returning the shake and goes, "I'm Larkin, just Larkin."
Larkin, I like it.
He sort of scratches the back of his neck and goes, I'm off duty tomorrow. If you would like to meet up.
Sure, we could go. You could show me around, and we could go try this range you talk of.
He nods with a big grin on his face and goes, "I'd really like that. You hungry or anything? You know, I would stop and grab a bite.
I would, but I have a grandpa waiting for me, and I need to make sure he is okay.
Traveling with family,
It's kind of adopted. I have an old human man I am looking after. He is very sweet.
Oh well. Give him my regards then, and I'll let you get back to him.
We are he has a older man, very kind of well-to-do. He bought a building. I point at the side of the road that we are from.
Mm-hmm.
It was some noble's house. They sold it, and he has purchased it. So we are making sure it is okay.
Oh, blimey! Well, I guess
we are kind of like his bodyguards right now.
I guess I better watch myself around here, huh?
Oh, why would you have to do that?
Oh, I suppose Tuli doesn't really do the class system, does it?
Not really.
Noble's got a lot of power, you know. Yeah, you tend to have to behave around them, but it's just a small jest.
Oh, but he is a very sweet old man, and I think he is just a bit lonely. So we are making sure he is comfortable.
Well, that's very kind of you. Well, in that case, I'll bid you a good night, and it is getting dark now.
Yeah,
And,
good night, Larkin.
I'll meet you. Which way did he come in?
I think I came over that bridge over there.
Okay. All right. I'll meet you at East Side entrance tomorrow then. Yeah.
All right.
What do you want to do? Midday or?
Sure, midday.
All right. Midday towards the church. He sort of points at you very awkwardly, like he's trying to be suave but can't carry it.
Mm-hmm. All right, I will see you then. And Nim's gonna light up her tail and go lead Nami down the other end of the street, heading towards where Ebenzar was.
As you sort of wander off, you do hear him go, "Oh, you see that Tula? It glows." And you are able to head off and meet Maltori. Do you get Maltori's snack?
I would have bought him a cake.
You buy
like a
family-sized cake.
A family-sized strawberry cake.
So
it's got little slices of strawberry, you know, but it's just like a little like finger.
Is this like a metaphor? Like the little tiny like one bite desserts that you get at the fancy French restaurants
for Maltori, but yeah.
Nim would have gotten him two, actually.
Just two?
Yeah.
Right, you are able to return to Maltori, who is just enjoying a cup of tea. He has to have one of his books out, is reading.
He's basically getting like a finger full of frosting twice.
And, when you show him the cakes, he laughs uproariously, and he goes, "You got a knife?"
Oh yes, I have a knife.
Right, you must take yourself some slices.
I will take a slice and give him.
Right, he sort of like lifts it up on his like little fingertip and goes, here, and we'll just put his finger to his mouth.
I have made contacts with the guard of the city.
Oh, really now?
Yes. I will
Anything
speak with them
interesting?
more tomorrow. They're going to take me target practices.
He squints a little bit and looks down at you and goes, God's taking you target practice.
Yes, they're going to take me to a range, and they are going to teach me better shooting arrow.
Nim, have you been flirting with guards?
No, they were flirting with me. It was very embarrassing.
I thought you wanted that kind of thing.
I thought I did too.
Bit overwhelming.
Yes.
Oh dear. And he
You know
doesn't...
what it's like to be like a person screaming at crowds your whole life and no one listen, and then all of a sudden people pay attention to you and you don't know what to do anymore.
Nim, I might not be a brownie, but tastes are fairly universal, I find, and you are quite beautiful. You are very exotic, so it's no surprise that you got attention there.
I feel like you knew this would happen.
What would I ever do anything underhanded?
I don't know. You do manipulate things sometimes a little bit, but I don't mind. I like that you are in my dreams. I'll go meet up with our friends.
Yes, let's. And he'll finish off his tea, and he'll sort of like pat his shoulder for you and Nomi.
Yep, we'll go ride and meet up with everybody.
Nomi is going, where my cake? Where my cake?
Nami had cake already.
Doesn't stop it.
Yeah. Nami, you are going to get treats at tavern. You had cake already. That was cake we for Ebenzar.
No, he bobs his head. Tavern treats. Alright,
treats.
the rest of you, you're all able to meet back, having finished off your shopping lists. You're all carrying quite a bundle of goods now, and at the tavern, you can all meet up, get a table together. It's a little more active at this hour. You know, it's an actual normal hour for a tavern to be open. It's not the same gentleman behind the bar. There's actually a few barmaids at work right now. And yeah, you all you sit together, order a meal if you so please, although you already ate out. Just get drinks.
I'm gonna order snacks for Nami.
Yeah. You're able to get
or something.
some bacon. You can just get some bread on the table. Bread and butter is a very easy snacking. And Evans sort of looks around and goes, "Oh, everybody have a nice little day out."
Yes.
It was wonderful. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
I got everyone carrot cake.
Oh, marvelous!
Look, Nami, carrot cake.
Nomi does not understand.
Cake.
Yes, Bear
Carrot.
Bob.
Hey,
Yes.
Carrot
No, I
makes,
brought you
makes
cake.
Nomi go.
here, my cake. Taryc goes.
Why are you hissing at carrot? I've seen you eat carrot chunks. There's a hiss.
What is
He
what?
Does he know what a carrot is?
Nomi, do you know what a carrot is? There's just a hiss in reply. I don't think it knows what a carrot is.
It's okay, Nami. You don't have to eat it. Here, have another piece of bacon. Taryc does not need this bacon.
That's very thoughtful of you. Perhaps we should save this when we get home. I'll brew us all some tea and we'll enjoy a late night snack.
You know, in Tuli, you can get at this time of year, because it's winter there. It's summer in Tuli because it's winter here, right? I don't know
You're just
what it
coming
is.
out of winter. It's like springish.
You can get the cooled milk. It's like very, very cold. It makes your head hurt
Oh yes,
to eat it too
iced
fast.
cream.
Yes, it is very good. I had it one time. It is great.
I had it once as a young man. A Turi merchant had come over with their apparatus, magically cold stone, and still dream about it.
They do this thing where they put flavored syrup on it, and it tastes different. You can get a chocolate and berry.
Oh,
It's like jams that you mix into the cold cream.
Just
Ah,
imagine
perhaps-
the Knolls made of meat syrup.
perhaps one day when we're all rich and successful, we'll make a trip to Thule and have ice cream.
Or we'll buy an ice machine and make our own.
Oh, then you must learn the ancient arts of your people.
They're not my peoples.
They're your peoples.
The Taryc's peoples too.
Those make ice cream.
I mean, I've seen them. At
Taryc,
Thule, they-
you must learn the ancient art of your peoples.
The meat syrup shall continue.
The meat slurry that suddenly is what Taryc makes.
No, it's gonna be actually syrup. It's gonna be clean and everything. It's just gonna taste like meat.
I said it's gonna be a meat slurry.
I hate it.
You just drizzle over.
I mean, they
Still
make
running
bacon sundaes.
You want
in-
cold reformed
in our
meat?
No, again, it's just the syrup.
No, refuse to.
That's
I
just
will
blood
make-
at that point. That's just blood.
I will figure out a way to make meat syrup just for in reality, and I'll be sad.
I don't like it.
Uh,
All right. Yeah. So yeah, we're eating food.
Yeah, as you're sort of, just having a nice little night.
Blatherskite.
Cassian, you feel a sort of brush at your shoulder as someone like travels by your table. Just your shoulder, the other arm draping over Noah as this androgynous drow sort of leans in and goes, "Oh, evening, folks. Any room at your table?"
Oh, you're welcome here.
Ah,
You want to
the
sit by Noah?
mysterious stranger, please sit with us. And they
That sounds far less
I
true. Out
look
of
suddenly
character.
over at Ebenzar like,
Mysterious stranger, huh?
what the mysterious and strangers? Oh yes. And the drow just like laugh softly at that, and they grab a stool from like an empty table nearby and just sit up with you guys, and they go, "Well, you all moved into the old estate, huh?"
Oh, keen eyes on this one.
I would tell you that we have been following you and see your every move, but no, we just looked at that place, so we saw that you moved in.
Who is
Do
we?
you watch at everyone who moves into town?
Oh, we try to, at least, but not omnipresent, so. And the we is just a small cabal of like-minded folks. Cabal, the group fellowship, she says, like, explaining the terminology that's not in common use here.
Is it common use in Thule?
Yes.
Okay.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all.
No, not even remotely.
Actually, I guess the question is: it common? Is it a common thing in Thule?
Yeah.
To have cabal. Okay. Is it usually?
It's not sinister. It's
Okay.
cabal is just a term for a group.
Like,
That sinister connotation in our modern culture is actually relatively modern.
Yeah. It is interesting to hear that used here. Not heard that since I left Thule.
Yes, well, I am sure that all lands have their own little secret groups, but mine is special, so it is the most important. Either way, you are new adventurers in town. You have happened upon a building of interest to us, and we wanted to reach out and say, would you be amiable to giving a couple of our members just 10 minutes, 20 within your halls?
Oh, is it because of the exciting
Things that the previous owners had in there.
left behind for entertainment purposes?
Ah, you found it, huh? And you did not go running to the guards, and they actually scoot in closer to the table with a smile on their face. This is promising. So, okay, you have our goods.
Oh, we were looking interestedly at possible exchange of such things. I believe a certain person in our group does not like the presence of these things that I think are kind of fun. So they would be good to remove. But I think it is important that we understand the nature of which they are a bit.
The nature, like you said, mostly entertainment, recreation, a few.
It would not be, of course, things that would be used to lure poor common folk into some sort of requirement upon their body
Sweetie,
for such a thing.
poor common folk do not have gold.
Oh, good. So it is only perhaps people who have money that would be making this mistake.
Who knows, lean back a little bit, the arms crossed, and they just go, listen, if you want to know,
I am trying to assess
is,
the morals of somebody here, if you understand my meaning.
they look around the group as if trying to tell who this is.
I look at Noah.
My morals.
The
Yes.
Fae?
Yes.
I thought you would be about having a good time.
I don't like the idea of stuff falling in hands that would cause it to be used to manipulate others. That's it.
Are you Fae?
Yeah, I'm a fae. I'm not
I'm so-
fae.
I'm sorry to laugh. Just the dejected tone you had there was perfect.
Oh, half Fae. Bad halving. Not happy history.
I like. Yeah. I kind of like freedom more than. I like freedom a lot, and
kind of
especially the
freedom?
freedom of others.
Well, then, Miss Faye, please, let me assure you, this is just going to those that wish to take it themselves. We're paying quite a handsome sum to do so. There are some materials in there that are handed to those that aren't paying to get them, but that is combat drugs for gladiators who earn far more than I do and are quite happy to do it.
Oh, I think I might have taken some of that.
Ooh, you must feel a little rough.
I do.
I hear the clash from that is unpleasant.
Music all day.
Ah, poor dear. Still, it is all consenting adults.
It would seem that there were also some weapons.
Like I said, gladiators, and they just smile.
Yes, pit fighting of the nature, I would assume.
Oh, yes,
And
yes, fighting in pits.
Not quite pit, but late at night, hidden fights, good gambling.
Yes, of course.
Is that something we could partake in at any point?
Oh, if you want to play some bets and do some gambling, yes, and especially if you help reunite us with our goods. We had a negotiated price with your previous occupants, but we are happy to come up with a new one for you.
I am interested. What is previous price?
The previous price was going to be 2,000 gold pieces for the whole. But, this is going to be the last of the supply, because I assume you're not going to be running anything into town for us.
Not unless there's a good enough reason to do it.
I don't think we're going to go into this business very deeply.
Oh.
Well, I tell you what,
That's a little disappointed sound out.
if you are able to take care of the delivery to us, I don't know if you still have the men that the nobles used, but if you are able to deliver to us by midnight tomorrow, then I throw in another 500 gold pieces.
Well, that sounds
Did I
interesting.
hear Null or did I like
Noble,
salmon?
you had noble.
Okay, so I did salmon that. Okay.
I heard null too.
Midnight tomorrow. Okay. Wherever you want it dropped.
There is a alleyway, not too far from here, that isn't so to be on site. But I give you its exact location. You'll be able to find it if you
I know
are.
where it is.
Interesting.
You do?
Hmm.
And you didn't tell us.
To be fair, I wouldn't tell us either. Actually, no, I tell us everything.
Well then,
So
you need no information from me. Your young wizard can take you there.
can I get the information
Unless
in
there's
case
multiple
he
of
is?
these things around town, which in case I'd be very interested.
She clicks her tongue in amusement and she gestures at you, Nim, to like come closer, just that little finger thing, and she lays one of her hands on the table.
I can climb up then.
And they lift you up, and they're going to whisper a location to you, and they're doing it in such a way like they're very deliberately letting you feel like the brush of a lip against the side of your face, down that little puff of very sweet breath.
All right, Nim's tail's going straight up and just like frazzing out a little bit during this.
And they are telling you a location for the drop, and they are also telling you the location for a fun time.
Okay. Nim will take this information, and she will nod to Cassian that she's going to compare notes with him in a bit. You know.
And perhaps
Cassian nods and just Armageddon.
we will have further niceties after this delivery. It is always good to have adventurers at work, you know, protecting us all.
You at all wouldn't that all be a good contact for perhaps ever selling misplaced goods that we might happen across?
She grins and goes, "Oh, I think we're going to have a very good relationship."
Zebra.
Zebra?
Fine. Zebra.
What?
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
These
I'm still trying to brute force my way into that box.
Have you tried swordfish?
Click.
mackerel.
Your centaur is they sort of do a little circling beside their head.
Yes, it's.
You got hit with a lot of poisoned arrows. Fine.
Toby, go ahead and give me another D100 roll. Aww.
I'm still nowhere near it.
No.
It went up one.
Actually, I would like to burn my inspiration, even though I know it won't go anywhere.
I will let you
It's
use
only
your
gonna
inspiration on this, even though normally you wouldn't be able to. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's a lot closer. Wow. You know what? You say a word, and for a moment, you feel like the magic fluctuates, and then it stops.
What was the word?
The top rattles for a second.
You said the word rapier, and like it almost rattled. Yeah.
Cassian's head just snaps over to look at where the box would be.
Taryc
I got you.
in Null is just going to ask, are there others like me in your... Why did I forget the word? Ball?
I wish it would be nice to have some countrymen, but I'm afraid I am the only one from Thule, so...
Oh, that is a shame.
You'll find the Knolls native to here are not quite so personable.
Personable.
Yes.
I have seen the effects when I meet new people.
Still, you are traveling with groups, so not too many heads turned, I hope.
Look over at Saeed chewing on the collapsible pole. I think maybe more now with
Yes. I know I get treated better when I am amongst the folk of this land that know me than when I am on my own, so they just sort of mournfully shrug.
I'm gonna try to feed Saeed some actual food as opposed to the bowl.
Well then, and they reach over and they pet Saeed and just go, in that case, I look forward to seeing you all. And we'll discuss possible further jobs after the successful delivery.
Do we need to do anything when we drop it, or is it just drop
Just
it
show
good?
up your fine selves.
Mhm.
And they
Should probably make sure to take precautions. They do have guards. at the
yes,
city.
obviously you need to be a little sneaky, huh? Do not get caught with many illicit drugs on you.
Yes, it'd be complicated with all the crates and barrels that we have to move. All right. We will see you tomorrow around midnight at this alleyway.
Indeed. Although if you want to drop by that other place before then, well, she gives you a little wink, Nim.
Does the very shy blush at that and nods.
Right, and they grin a bit and they get up from the table and they just saunter off to take another spot up in the tavern. Same spot they were doing last time, which you notice nobody goes to that corner at any point and sits there.
Is there only one chair there?
There is only one chair there. Actually, no, there's two chairs there. There's one across the table.
Okay.
Yeah, for somebody to sit and talk to them.
That's what I figured. I was just more saying because if there's even more than that, we might get a count on how many are in the cabal.
Which, they seem to like ignore your presence in general and just sit and relax there. They don't even go to the bar, but a drink gets brought to them. Seems like that is their regular spot.
I will suggest, as I say lowly, tomorrow night we use my method to bring the goods to town. That means someone will need to carry the ring.
Probably the safest bet. I'm not good at hiding things.
Unless, of course, Mr. Matori, you are hiding a bag of holding of some nature from us.
He smiles a little bit and goes, I indeed have extra dimensional storage, but I'm afraid it's mostly full.
Then we will use my storage. I can,
Yeah. He frowns a little bit and goes, shall we depart and go home?
Yes.
Right. You're all able to make your way back to the manor. You do actually get stopped by town guards during, like, now it is after dark. They seem to be patrolling, which indicates to you that maybe tomorrow, you need to take some precautions. But it's a cursory stop of, like, just checking everything's okay. They're not rude or anything. They're just doing their duty. And you quickly sort of like, good night to your folks, and they move on. And you make it home, and there is a great big fucking crate outside your manor.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there was a fire.
Yeah.
We begin the way we started.
And Miss just points in and goes, well, that can wait until the morning.
That's tomorrow's problems.
Yes. Although a bath would be very nice. Get on!
I did get to block and tackle when we were in town.
Oh, then Kellon will help you get it in.
Okay.
I'll even cast my other servant and have that help as well. So it doesn't have a lot of strength, but it can help.
2 strength.
Yes, it can get directly underneath and push up.
Yes. Right. So you're all able to settle in. It takes Taryc a bit longer, as yes, you probably open up the package outside, so you only have to get the bath in.
Side, no, you don't. No, don't. I'm just carrying him inside. I don't care.
And where's the bath going, guys?
Oh no, this is a fight.
Yeah. Well, I do have a private bathroom.
I'm pretty sure it will not fit in there.
I would like to say there is a perfectly big room right here that's a bathroom
that has access from the outside hallway.
It has an access from an outside hallway. It's very close to Iala and Noah, so it would be kind of nice for
And it
both.
doesn't
fall for Ebenzar either.
It doesn't have to go through anyone's bedroom.
Basically, the only one it's complicated for is Cassian.
Yeah.
And
honestly, Cassian's not getting into a bathtub
anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, so I vote either that room or like we take over this little room right here because there's nothing in it at all.
How big is it? Like how?
It's probably like a 6-foot bath.
Yeah, it's big. It is a really nice bath.
I mean, is it like? Would it be like 4 squares? It takes up.
No, it would take up just over a square because remember 5 foot.
Okay. So we could kind of.
You could fit
so
it
we could shove it in there or we could shove it in there, and either way it would be in a place where it's.
I think this is a good choice because you could turn this into an actual bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Talia has a private thing, which is her special thing, but this is still close enough, right? Because Talia doesn't want people coming into her room to use the bathtub, right?
Yeah.
So she would want it close by, but not in her bathroom.
She'd charge people to use the bathtub.
Yeah.
Right. In that case, you have the most grueling time getting this bathtub up the stairs around this like little narrow bend.
Like I said,
come on, Taryc, lift with your legs.
This turns into a group ordeal.
We could have gone up the other stairwell and been through this way.
Which, you could do that way as well.
Yeah.
Better question: will it fit through one of these doors?
Yes, you got to put it like on its side and angle it to get it through. But yes, you can.
Because I also have 100 foot of rope to use with the block and tackle.
Yeah, I could lift it up to the balcony.
I could lift it up to the balcony.
You could do it for the balcony.
Yeah, and Iala could help that way. She could direct it.
Actually, that's a better way to get it upstairs. Right, and
block and tackle already made its money back.
It's a lot of physical exertion, but it's not that mentally taxing thing of moving furniture through tight confines.
You only have to go through one little tiny hallway, which we had to do regardless.
There's also another big plus. Taryc's gonna sleep well because Taryk's gonna be exhausted.
Yes. You get the bathroom bath into place, and
I will get a bath token, and we will put the bathtub in there at some point.
Yes.
Why could we not use Nim's ring?
It's already used today.
Oh, okay.
I have to have a long sleep to recharge the energy. My connection to my patron is kind of on a daily basis of how much stuff I can do with it.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want me to do like promises to her of greater deeds and things like that. I just wanted to make
sure that we didn't all just forget that we had that option.
No, that is a problem. That is why tomorrow, when I am able to go in again, I am probably going to take the boxes and barrels with me, and then I will stay inside my ring. Someone will need to carry it into town to the alleyway. That way I can come out with all of the boxes and barrels again. Otherwise, it will be another 24 hours, and we don't have that option. So I will have to stay in the ring.
My cooktop.
But I will be able to hear anything, so you tell me come out, and I will come out of the ring with everything. I know. You're going to have another delay on your cooktop, I'm afraid, because I cannot pull it out safely.
To only have enhanced ability, I probably wouldn't need the block and tackle anymore.
Well, children, you are going to be going on a sneaky escapade tomorrow. I will not be joining for you for that. I am far too old for that nonsense. But, I've done such things in my youth, especially with my party. And, here. He fishes in his robes, and then you get the feeling, he must keep his extra dimensional storage, like, somewhere within there, because he starts pulling out these small wrapped bundles. And he hands them out to each of you. Including you, Nim, which this bundle is huge to you. He just sort of sits it down by you.
It basically sits it down on the ground, and me and Dommy stare at it.
Don't worry. Once you are tied to it, it will resize itself to you. And Kellon, notably, is staring at these packages and leaves the room. Well, This is embarrassing, but just go open them up, please.
Okay, I will open
the
mine.
bundle.
Right. You.
I will help Nim with her bundle.
Nomi's also going to help, which is I am having a fun time ripping paper.
Ah!
Hopefully not whatever's inside.
And each of you, you open up these bundles, and each one contains a robe, much like Maltori's.
Oh,
Nim
we have a
tries to
uniform
put it
now.
on the way
It's
it
not a
is.
uniform. He like, there is clear embarrassment on his face, and he just goes, "Look, I thought it would be cute."
I
when
look
we-"
like Grandpa now.
He starts
Niv
laughing uproariously.
has just pulled a bunch of the material over
Uh-huh.
herself. It's just like covered up like a fake bad she ghost. It's just arms up. I am wizard.
Yeah, he actually laughs at that, and it makes him cough a bit, and he goes, "Very funny. It will not take any of your energy to attune to it. However, it does require the same hour of focus to make it work. So it's it will you need an hour to bind to it, but it does not take up a attunement slot." And he goes, "I made these on one of our own first little sneaky escapades in a town. It's not invisibility or anything like that. I wasn't nearly as skilled back then. But it will help you blend in. Your eyes will glance over you where they might not have before. People have a hard time recollecting what you look like. And also, if you don't want to be wandering around in a robe, you can store them away a bit, turn it into a scarf or a little cape or whatever you want."
Oh, it has the possibilities of accessorizing.
Yes, indeed.
Does it work in the other form or only in the robe form?
The magics of concealment only work once it is fully deployed.
Yeah,
Thank you
because
very
it's going to be even
much.
funnier.
No
Taryc's
one can
gonna try-
recognize me. I am in my robe.
Taryk's going to try putting it on like Nim put hers on and see how bad that one fits.
Probably fits you better if it fits me.
Uh,
I'm under a circus tent or worse.
Let's see. You got, because he has not, like, he just handed these out randomly. He did not decide who got what.
Yep.
You're trying to put on Rulessa Nolbane's one, which she was quite small. So no, it does not fit you, Taryc.
I'm at the name and the irony here.
Certainly
There's
feels like
irony.
an old Bane, as she says as she tries to put it on.
You are wearing Kellon's robe, which is fucking massive.
So
I guess
so
that,
wait,
at least it would go over Ialia's chest.
I think I'm going to
Maybe.
need one of the bigger sizes.
Let's see.
Oh,
Fitting. Nim, you have Hanover's.
Huh.
like the Pretzel
I know
Company?
there are cards that keep coming out of this. Why are there cards in these pockets?
Cassian, you have Torin Fells.
Oh, that's sweet. Actually, that's genuinely sweet.
Which means the last one would be Cafort's,
Oh,
which is dwarven size.
yeah.
So I'm guessing he's wearing his own then. Still.
Ebenzar is wearing Ebenzar's own robe, yes.
Okay.
Cassian has like done detect magic as such before, I think, and I think once while Ebenzar was around, you know that his robe has way more powerful enchantments than this now, but it's got the same starting base, might have the same abilities on it still.
He couldn't
So
tell.
why is this sweet? Because this is Torrin Fells.
I know, but I misunderstood, and my brain thought it
Yeah,
was
it's not
our
Ebenzar's,
old
it's
man.
literally Torin
It's-
Fells.
yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
thought
so
you. I thought you
sweet.
got. I was like,
I've
oh, that's so sweet. He
poisoned
gave you.
me.
I thought you actually gave you his robe, but that's so yeah. I didn't mean that. Sorry.
It's
I like
funny.
that.
It's funny.
I do like
is
that.
funny.
It's like, oh, so sweet. It's the one that tried to murder you.
It's the one that nearly killed you.
Which I paste the details of this item into the game channel.
The gaming channel.
That's nice.
Basically, you get to be sneaky by looking like sneaky wizards.
Sneaky
I think
wizards.
it's just because it doesn't say it specifically. I'm going to guess it's a bonus action to go back. I'm both directions, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, if you ever decide to do it in combat, it'd be a bonus action. I didn't feel the need to
Okay.
clarify it as,
Oh, Cassian, I'm going to relay the directions to the secret alleyway to see if it's the same one that you meant. But I'm going to make sure I relay to everybody where the secret alleyway is, because it's something we should all know.
This is
But
the
not
same
the other
alleyway.
place.
same entrance, although like the location she's been given is way deep into it.
I'm guessing you're not sharing the other one.
Oh, I was saying also, if anybody is up for a good time, I have been told that the best place to be is, and Nim's gonna
There's
rattle
a
it off.
sound of a bony hand face palming. Nim,
Yes.
I think they meant more personal fun times.
Oh, if you are looking for a personal.
They mean sex, Nim.
Oh.
I think specifically you.
Oh. Why didn't they just say that?
Oh, you don't need me as a wingman. I think you need a whole fleet of people helping you here.
Oh.
I'm not touching that.
Oh no.
You know what? We are going to go out courting this week.
Courting?
Yes, flirting, trying to get interested eyes. I still have some moves, and he sort of like snaps his knuckles, which is a horrible sound, by the way.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
I was about to say, are you
Yeah.
sure you want to become lich? Because, I think maybe we find you like Fountain of Youth or something like that. Peel back some years. We have a good time.
What, couldn't you be a lich after
a
that?
very tempting thing, but needs must.
Oh, what is the need? That is something I want to know. Why you have to become lich? You really want to live forever so bad?
He looks down briefly, and it's just like his own cowl sort of like falls over his face, hiding his expression, and he just goes, "I have a very grave responsibility. It's something I must do."
Oh, okay.
Grave, you get it. And
It is funny.
beyond that, I'm deathly afraid of dying. So
I think everybody kind of is.
Mm,
no, there are some weird
What-
Demorian bastards. I'll tell you that.
there's
Are
always
you,
stories of people brave for to charge in.
Most
Are
people are still
you-
scared of dying, my dear Taryc. It's what bravery is. Doing it nonetheless. And what am I, Nim?
Are you? Nim looks like she's struggling with how to say this. Are you almost done becoming lich?
I have gone through most of the steps required, yes.
What is left?
I need a great source of power to help seal and bind my phylactery. And I need to finalize my own death.
Oh,
Yeah, grimaces.
Well, don't worry, I've procured what is supposed to be quite painless poison to do the job.
Which has unfortunately now been mixed with the cooking supplies. Oh no. Right.
Technically, the breakdown for that is a little more complicated than I've made it sound. Procuring the power also involves, binding it through ritualistic casting. That is very layered and complicated, but in layman's terms, yes, I'm nearly done. But that nearly is... That last step is an ask.
okay. Well, I will help you how I can.
I appreciate that.
Just pick up an arrow and hold it in front of your vitals, and she will make sure you die.
Well, if the Done
Dibs on the
here.
bath.
She says,
He's
trying to
wandering off
change
to the
the
bathroom.
Does he hike up his
Yep.
robe and like show off the bony old wizard legs? Just run-
No, I'm first gonna try it first. No.
I brought it, and he says, running to the bathroom. And when I say run, it is the old man hobble.
But his cane's in the air and he's like waving it, like yeah, I'm doing it.
Matori is going to go and take a bath that lasts about an hour. And he is going to sing. So if Noah tries to go to sleep, you're going to hear that from the walls. In fact, I think with this building, most people on this floor will hear Matori singing happily to himself in the bath.
If someone casts silence.
Right.
Nim
Just
is
in your
going
own
to
room.
Nim is
You're
going to
sick.
set up that super fancy cushion for Nami in their room
Uh-huh.
and the bowl.
And the bowl. Nomi's going to rattle the bowl like, where the food?
No,
clang,
not
clang,
that.
clang.
We just go ask someone else who has food. I have no more food.
People, you know what? I think it's going to... Oh, who had the cake?
Noah?
Noah?
Noah.
Nomi knows that you have carrot cake, even though Nomi does not like the concept of carrot. He likes the concept of cake. You get a pseudo dragon flapping. You holding this like really fancy bowl in their maw, and it's basically like trying to shove it in your face.
Phew.
Oh.
Go away.
Are you trying to
I
shoo
expected-
Nomi away?
Oh no.
Yes.
All
Good
right.
food.
Nim, please make me a tail attack from Nomi.
Oh no. Oh no, this is not good.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Alright, Nami. Sting. Did it go?
I don't see it, but it might.
It's lagging on that screen, I think. I have it open twice because I was trying to avoid. Oh wait, it went.
17. Does 17 hit
17.
Noah?
Does.
Okay, cool. We're not gonna-
Poison.
I'm taking the prerogative, saying you're not going to take much damage. However, you are going to go unconscious, and the rest of you will find Noah just passed out in the hallway, and Nomi's just going to go harass somebody else for food. Taryc, do you feed Saeed and Nomi?
Son of a...
Come on, both of you. We're going
Noah
down the
face planted
kitchen.
in the middle of the hall.
I'll go move that one later. It must have fallen.
Yeah. Ialia's finished putting the nice comfy blanket on her bed, comes out and has a towel in one arm, and is in the fancy night dress she bought. Noah is on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
don't worry.
Steps over Noah. Natalia, you done in there?
The door will open, and Matori is like wearing the smallest piece of toweling that barely covers them, so you get to see like
Cassian's just
full
like, nope,
naked
nope.
old man body.
Master
Cassie-
Roshi. Nope.
No, Master Roshi doesn't look like
The
that.
bath is the
nope,
best
nope.
investment I have ever made. Enjoy it,
Yeah,
Iala.
you.
And he's just
You're
gonna
welcome.
wetly walk past you.
Everyone's just hearing the sounds of buckets clanging as I walk down the stairs.
Nope.
Nim is going to have sent her unseen servant to go and light the fire for Mr. Malfoy's
Aw,
room,
that's very
so they'll have
sweet.
a fire going. for
He
him.
walks into a nice toasty room.
Yeah.
Ialia is more pleased that she was correct than she is horrified at seeing Matori.
She's
pleased that
bury
yes,
that
he
image
was
in the
done.
fault and revel in the being correct.
Being correct. Being able to immediately take control of the bathtub after Maltori, right?
Yep, Sheila goes in and locks the door.
It's an amazing bathtub, Iala. It feels like it's got a dial for the water, and basically.
Oh, does it do like a thing where you can make it like add and remove water at the same time,
Yep.
so you basically just get jets?
Yep. It is able to both dispose of and add its water in, and you can keep that flow going continuously if you want that nice feeling of. It's not jet so much, but it is like a continuous flow over your body. And you are able to set its temperature to how you like. It can generate bubbles, as in like foam, and it even has a light lilac scent.
This
It is
the
perfumed
best
water.
thing ever.
I just
So you
realized
spent the rest. You just sleep in that tub now.
Iala is not
morning,
going
the
to sleep in
croon
it, but she's
emerges.
probably in it for an hour as well.
Oh, yeah.
No, if you're only a fire dragon, you can crank it up as hot as it can go.
It's awful because the water never gets cold, so it's just like, why would you get
There's
out,
no
right?
motivation to get out.
Though the worst thing, a problem though with her in it is that she's pretty much a toaster in the tub. So people have to be careful because she's electric.
I was actually
Yeah.
thinking about the problem of like your top half is like more going to displace so much
buoyant.
water when you get in there.
You know, I think a week into this, Malatory is just going to be like, we need more bathtubs.
I don't like to wait. Nim, come with me to the store. Grandpa needs a new bathtub.
For people willing to wait for their companions to get done, you're able to get a bath in tonight, which is very, very nice.
Nope. Cooking for a pair of dragons.
Which, Nim, you can go for a swim if you want.
No, Nim's actually just going to go to her room and contemplate whether or not she's sneaking out tonight.
Is everyone
Um,
just leaving Noah on the floor?
I have the thing
Actually,
that did that
no,
to you.
Malatory will not leave you on the floor. So Noah, you're going to be like nudged awake by Malatory. So you lift your head and you see this wizard wearing nothing but like a loincloth.
Unfortunately, it's
Crouched
a
by
towel
you.
that's wrapped around and there's nothing underneath,
Yes.
right?
I have-
You
have
might
I-
see old
Have I fallen
balls.
through the gates of Lauren? What am I?
Oh,
Oh!
It's hurtful.
Noah's going.
I should have left you here.
Yeah, Nim's sneaking out through this.
All right. Okay. He'll
Are you
help you up
collecting
despite being
Nami?
insulted, Noah. And he'll be like, Pseudo Dragon get you?
Yeah, and now I'm going to go get the pseudo dragon.
No, do not harm a Pseudo Dragon. You do not want that wrath upon you. However,
Just going to scold him.
listen, after a few stings, you start to get resistant to it. It's fine. It happens to the best of us.
Tail. That's not hurting, right?
No hurting the Pseudo Dragon. And he like bops you with his staff. Go have a bath, then go to bed.
Speaking of, are you collecting Nami before you sneak out?
No, leave it, Nami.
Oh,
Nami
no.
wanted to get food.
Nami's going to go ballistic at the end of this.
No,
Mommy
Nami's
don't give a
gonna be
shit.
fine. Nami don't give a shit about me. I'm basically a glass that Nami wants to throw off a shelf at some point. This is me and Nami's relationship. Nami is just that kind of a creature. I care more about Nami than Nami cares about me.
Nami is like the anti-Dingus at this point.
Okay.
Dingus was
fine.
a very, very loyal dog. Nami is a cat.
Oh, great. we got
Nami
two of them.
literally wants to throw me off a countertop just to see how far I go.
Right. Nim can sneak out for the night, and the rest of you can get your baths in and settle down. And that is where we're going to end this week's session.
Hey.
Huzzah.
All right.
Huzzah.
All right. Everybody take 300 experience points.
Making fancy
Ev-
dinner for
assuming
the
we
dragons.
get a piety or no?
Everybody gets a piety.
Okay, that puts us at 10 piety, I believe.
Okay. This is the point where piety will cease without active intervention. So 10 piety will be the last point before you guys have to do something, and it's going to be hefty requirements in the last tier. All right.
Makes fair sense.
But yes, 300 experience points, 1 piety, and we will do this same time next week. I do apologise. The session was very haphazard, which it was, but yeah, I'm
I thought it
dying.
was good still.
moving
Die
moving is always a
less.
pain.
Die less.
It was still good though
Please.
because it was you did give us a lot to do, so it was fun.
We
Great.
help make the world.
Not
Huh?
alive.
You know, Yuli, you can take just a moment.
Never.
You
My
know.
streak.
She's winning.
Stop streaking.
Listen, when I started Tarsnet, I had this massive streak of continuous games. I want to beat that.
Me?
Well, can not